Now I wish I had a bald cap.
We still haven't. Dan can't hear us.
You can't hear us, Dan? We're live.
I can hear you now. Welcome everyone to the 6th annual Big Awards Show. I am the unslappable one, Flesh Wound Dan, joined by producer Todd Weinstein.
Good evening. Oh, wait. My
And-
jokes are on the table then.
And Pugs, I will not fat shame you, Dread.
Dude,
What?
the whale, that's my fucking goal. Just a different type of porn. Living the life.
Well, I'm not going to be Chelsea Green. I'm not gonna insult you.
I like your new gimmick. It's pretty good.
So how are you gentlemen doing tonight? We're coming off of about 100, probably 100 movies. Maybe not 100, 50, 60 movies, something like that.
Whatever these are. I'm not counting.
Yeah,
A lot.
Yeah.
a lot of movies.
But-
Movies.
We did it.
We did it. I want to say, look, I know that I want to say there's people that get to vote in the Oscars that don't watch everything.
Dude, the mailing address that it's addressed to, don't even watch it. It's their wives or their spouses or their friends. Like, here, just fill this out. I'll mail it.
So you're telling me Mrs. Blumhouse gets to watch all these movies?
If that's what they identify as, sure.
It's not exactly like I used to think growing up as a kid, like if you were just an actor, a director, an editor, whatever, you just automatically got to vote. If you were a part of,
No, you got to buy in, dude.
SAG. Yeah, I think it's like less than 2,000 people that actually
You have to
vote.
be a member of the Academy.
But you got to pay your dues as well.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
think
free.
there's a little more to it, though. I don't think I don't know. I won't try and define all of that, but it's not as many people that vote that you would.
It's
think.
different sections, like the makeup people, they vote for them, the actors, them, and then direct. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. But yeah, so I think we're one of the legits that watched it all, that watched all the features, and so you're getting a good variety of opinions tonight. Yeah, what's up, Zombie in the chat?
Some I'm glad we saw, some I am not. Why are they even here? But we'll get there. So,
Yes. So
yeah. Zombie Swaggy G. Yo.
what up, Swaggy? What up, Zombie? So yes, if you appreciate our hard work, please slap that thumbs up. We do appreciate it because, yeah, I'm gonna say this is like, again, I'm glad because you get to watch certain things that you might not have gotten around to otherwise. So that's the cool thing about this show. But it is the hardest show to do. It's a lot of just, I got to watch 4 movies tonight.
Yeah.
So,
And we always have enough time to get them in, but somehow by the end we're like cramming them in, man.
I force them in. It doesn't take much.
I mean, you'll have some stuff, maybe even a little bit more than normal this year, where it'll just be up for like one thing, might just be up for sound, and well, gotta watch it. So
There's an injustice here that I gotta gripe about when we get there.
We'll have our injustice moment before Best Picture.
I've got some big rants tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figure before Best Picture we'll hit all those topics.
All right.
I'm sure
Yeah.
rants will come up before there, but
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure. But yeah, thanks for
Overall.
joining us tonight. We don't have a ton of horror tonight this year, though. Not really.
Is there
Do you
any?
have any?
Horrors of War, I guess. if
Okay,
you
that-
wanna call
That's,
that.
no,
Okay.
fuck you. There's no
Real world horror. Okay, well, fuck the Ukrainian orphans then, Todd. I mean, come on.
Oh, I was going to
Dan,
all
do
quiet,
not dangle that.
but can you clip that for me? Refugees.
Real world horrors tonight.
There, that's
But,
a better way to
yeah.
put it.
What's up, Indie Phantom? How's
What
it
up, man?
going?
Todd,
Glad
you were
you
about to
made it.
ask something though.
So overall, 2023 Oscar movie. I'm specifically just going with this, or 2022, I should say, even though this is the 2023 Oscars. The Oscar films of that this year. What do you guys think of this crop?
So 6th year, I don't know that it's the best
It's
year
not.
overall.
It's not.
But I liked most. I actually really liked most. There's a lot to dig for.
We're talking about best pictures or just all around?
All around.
Just all around.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great stuff. I think the doc portion was really good. I think international feature was pretty strong. There's a couple there's actually maybe a few that I don't think belong that I'll get to as we work our way through the nominations. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't have otherwise probably gotten to, and that's what I love about this.
Same here. I think it's like upper mid, but it wasn't. I wasn't blown away. The one category that annoyed me the most, it was animated. I think only 2 should be there, but we'll get there when that's time. And then one movie in the best picture, I just felt like homework, but maybe I was in a shitty mood. I don't know.
I think I might know what it is, but we'll
find out. I think overall 2022 was a much stronger batch.
Yeah.
It was
the last
21. Gotcha.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
the 94th award show
had a better crop than this 95th.
One of the best years, I think, was when we had 3 billboards going up against Shape of Water that year, where I had loved 3 billboards.
I was so glad that Shape won, though.
Is that the year?
No, wait, no, that's not the same year because Shape of Water won.
Shape of Water won it. But I was like, normally you'd think you just automatically go for the film that has the horror overtones, but God, I love 3 billboards. I would not have had any issues if that had won.
I remember you liking, was it Nomadland? Was that last year or the year before? Like
Nomadland.
Nomadland.
Yeah.
You were sucking that dick pretty hard. Yeah.
I love Nomadland. Nomadland's awesome. But we also
Indie Phantom, you need to change that ASAP, homie. Shape of Water is a masterpiece.
And for those just listening, yes, Indie Phantom has not seen still Shape of Water.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
And I know you danned it up.
Yeah.
Also, we mentioned 3 billboards, but director Martin McDonagh, who also has Banshees of Inisherin tonight, so he's making a return to the Oscars. So
with the Joker. And Penguin.
With the Joker. Yeah, Joker and Penguin. Okay. A lot of Batman crossover there.
All right. Well, Indie Phantom says Nomadland was decent, but would never watch it again. I get what you mean. It's not one like you have to watch again. It's one of those.
I just remember Dan being like in love with it. I thought he was going to buy a van for some reason.
I could rewatch 3 billboards. Like, I don't see myself, as much as I did like Nomadland, I don't see myself going back to it either.
I think I really enjoyed the incorporation of like real people in that lifestyle and how it just blended seamlessly with Frances McDormand, who, Frances McDormand's one of our great actresses, so she always slays it. Another person, not up for anything for herself tonight, but women talking.
I was going to say Johnny Knoxville does that too in his movies too.
Can you imagine Nomadland, but just with Johnny Knoxville?
I can actually.
He just like burns down a camp by like lighting his farts or something ridiculous.
If he makes this movie, I'm going after him legally.
We got a lot to cover, so we'll get right into it. You might hear a little bit of barking. My dog's having a moment upstairs.
Spit on it and put it in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get in with our first category of the night, and that is original screenplay. And our nominees for original screenplay are The Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelman, Tar, Triangle of Sadness. All right. What do you guys think? Pugs?
Let's go with Dan. Okay,
Dan. Dan, what do you think?
All right, I will go first. So I enjoyed all of these films. There is one on here I mean, arguably two, but one that I
Two.
don't necessarily think belongs, but I'll probably get to that a little bit more as we go along. Well, I'll give you one right now. Triangle of Sadness. I
Damn.
liked it.
Oh.
I think it's a good satire. It's a little bit too long, and it is definitely not an Oscar-worthy movie.
I enjoyed Drunken Woody Harrelson, so
I did too.
Broken clocks
but
right twice a day, but,
But I
was
got to
not
see-
the star.
I got to see a little bit of Drunken Woody Harrelson last night in a new movie that Dan's super excited for.
I need to see that. Yeah.
Champions. Yes.
Yeah.
I just
Fair Elise have a type.
there you can be a good movie, an interesting movie, fun movie, but not be an Oscar movie. I don't think that Triangle of Sadness really warranted really any kind of nomination. Not to shit on it. I might even buy it at some point, but it's just not an Oscar-worthy movie.
They probably campaigned hard.
Co-sign, Dan. That was the
Yeah.
homework one, but I'll
Really?
get into yeah. I was
Wow.
like, can this
Ooh.
fucking end already? Except when Woody's there, I'm like, all right, now I'm having fun. But yeah, dude, fuck that movie.
There's a different movie on this particular list that I thought would be your homework movie.
That's
So
the
did
second one. It wasn't homework. Just when we got there, it was good. Too late. You know what I'm saying?
Is it half a slur?
Yeah,
Okay.
completely.
All right. So my pick, though, for best screenplay is going to be The Banshees of Inisherin. I love that movie. A lot of like subtle stuff there. It's funny. It's a great dark comedy, very, very dark comedy, but it also makes a statement of the times. And I love Banshees of Inisherin. I bought that immediately.
I happen to agree with you, Mr. Dan, on liking that movie a lot. I'll probably blow it a little more later, but I do think this year we're going to have to continue to stop the Asian hate. I would like Ed Sheeran. I would like Banshees of Inisherin to win, but I'm going to choose Everything, Everywhere, All at Once to win.
And I should say these are our personal picks. We're not
Yeah.
making predictions right now, although we can if you
I
want.
thought we were. I did both.
No, we normally do.
I just did both.
I know.
Oh, okay, I didn't make a prediction. Banshees of Inisherin is my pick. My prediction is I don't know that Everything Everywhere All at Once is going to be the sweep that people
Stop
think it
Asian
is.
hate, Dan.
So I'm going to
And remember, Dan, we're writing these down this year, so on Sunday we can see what our results were.
Yeah.
Who's we?
Yeah, who's we?
Are you writing it down, Todd?
No, like, well, you all have a piece of paper. You just mark what you
Yeah,
think.
I have mine marked already.
Okay, then there you go.
All right. Sorry, I did not prepare for that, but I will.
It's only our sixth time.
I
doing this
know.
fucking
Because I was watching 1,000 movies, but I'll go back and.
Oh, because normally we only have to watch 5.
So my prediction is going to be The Fablemans.
Okay, and what is your pick?
My pick is Banshees of Inisherin.
Why do you think the Fablemans is going to? Just out of curiosity.
I think it's now I've been wrong about this before, but Steven Spielberg. I think they want to suck that Spielberg dick.
But the
And-
nominations are so minimal for that. See, my gut says they're still making up for Straight Outta Compton.
I should say I haven't looked at like predictions, so I'm not looking at buzz.
Oh,
or
I'm not
anything.
either.
I mean, I've heard a couple things, obviously, but
No, I was just curious about that one in particular because it is so lowly nominated, like so few nominations.
I think they might give it. That's why I think they might give it something. That's my sort of reason.
I don't
for it.
think it's Hollywood enough for them to like choose it.
We'll
But
see.
right on.
It's weird that the Hollywood movies this year are kind of like brushed to the side.
Right. Who did Harley Quinn piss off, man?
I have my theory when we get to Babylon's nomination. Why that is?
All right. It's because it's weird. With this one, I think there's no way Everything Everywhere All at Once doesn't win. But my love of film wants the Fablemans, while I don't think it's going to win for, as I just mentioned.
Mhm.
But even with that, I go back and forth. Original screenplay for originality. I think it has to be Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I got.
Yeah.
All right, Dan.
For
you
both.
Do you
Yeah,
want?
on that one.
Hold on. I want to read a Batman one. Oh yeah, I can read next. No, whatever.
You want
Damn
me
it.
to go?
Are we going
All
for
right.
that?
Yeah, let's go counterclockwise.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Dan. So I can. I'm being a. Ooh, I want to read Batman. I was about to say something really bad.
That's all right. I'm gonna,
All right. So, adapted screenplay. We have All Quiet on the Western Front, Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery, Living, Top Gun Maverick, and Women Talking.
well, we know what Dan's not picking.
I love that movie. I love that movie. You want me to go first? So, all right, adapted screenplay. This one's kind of hard to predict, honestly, but my personal pick is Living. I really enjoyed that film quite a bit. Simple story, really. Maybe one of the more
You're
simple
so
stories on
polite.
that list. But I loved Living. I really enjoyed Bill Nighy. I thought he was amazing in that film, and that would be my pick.
What's the girl's name in that movie?
Um,
The actress.
sorry, I don't.
Well, she was
remember.
outstanding too. I just didn't want to leave her out of the praise.
Everybody
It was-
was amazing in that. I got to see that in the theater. I thought it was
nice.
really good, and it didn't get a lot of attention. So
It made me want to be more polite and yeah.
It's Amy Lou Wu. It didn't get a lot of attention yet. Here we are.
yep, but it got other love. This is not.
That's
a
what I'm
sole
saying.
Oscar. So yeah.
Okay, so your pick is Living.
Pick is Living. Prediction. Wow. Prediction, I think I'm going to have to go with. I'm going to go with Women Talking, but I'm not really positive on this one.
All right. You're not positive on women talking? Me either. Shut the fuck up, or else you end up as an ashtray. Anyway, for me, I'm living across the board. I want it to win, and I think it should win. So I liked it that much that I'm gonna choose that one. However, Women Talking did blow me away. Cliff Booth. Sorry I'm late. OJ and I have been busy writing Robert Blake's eulogy. In event of yeah, I'm living across the board. Yeah, just what everything Dan said. Bill fucking killed it. That I already forgot her name. She owns, and just the whole Office, the Mr. Zombie thing. It's phenomenal, and it's heartbreaking and joyous at the same time. It's home run. Oh my god, the ending.
The swing set. I'll just say, which doesn't the swing set. That was what a scene. Living's kind of recommended to anybody. You can watch it with your mom if you want to. It's clean, but it's just a really wonderful movie.
Yeah. Todd?
Well, I enjoyed all of these movies really, but one one's okay, but I for adapted, Living is my pick, but I don't know who's gonna win. I have no clue. I don't think this is the year they succumb to
Scientologists?
Yeah, well, it could
They're
be.
gonna get audited.
I think Living's my pick, but I think All Quiet is gonna.
Before we move on here, am I the only one here probably that thought Glass Onion was dumb?
I enjoyed it.
Duplock or whatever the fuck James Bond's name is nailed it
Right.
with it's dumb.
I thought it got a little more goofy. I enjoyed the first one more. I didn't hate the movie, but yeah, I thought it was kind of
I don't think it needs to be here.
went a little too over the top and goofy. I agree. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, it was a different movie, but it's one of the best Netflix originals for features. Out of their features, name one better.
I can't. I don't remember. I don't remember any. That's the problem.
The Perfection might be the best Netflix.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about their
ever.
big money blockbusters, not
Oh,
like the
all right.
yeah. like
Yeah.
their fucking Red Notice and other bullshit.
Texas Chainsaw.
Okay, that one that is a name. So I'll allow it.
It's not big budget.
Shut
It's
up,
not,
Dan.
but
It's Texas Chainsaw. We got horror in.
it is a franchise though.
Yeah. Andy, I did like the first Knives Out though quite a bit. Yeah, Glass Onion, I was a little overhyped for me. I enjoyed like Batista. I thought it was really good. Some of the actors were good. It's over the top. I just didn't gel with it very well. Yeah.
I had a fun time in the theater. So
Okay. All right. Ready to move on to the next one? Visual effects. Up for nominations are All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar, The Way of Water, The Batman, Black Panther, Wakanda Never, Top Gun, Maverick.
what's Pugs gonna pick?
Dude, as much as I would love to choose the Batman, my brain still works, and I never bet against JC, or the real Lord and Savior. So I'm gonna have to pick Avatar: The Way of Water,
Visuals, yeah,
which is a talking screensaver. Shout out to Henry Zabrowski from the last podcast on the left. That shit cracked me up.
All right, so my pick, by far the best movie on this list. Not that that matters for visual effects, but All Quiet,
whatever, Dan.
All Quiet on the Western Front, by far the best movie on this list. But I would also say a wonderful looking war movie. There's a lot of war films, but this is definitely worth watching. They're tackling World War I a little more often than they used to. There's so many World War II and Vietnam era war movies. I think World War I's
about time they get off your back, right, Dan?
that's fucked up.
Well, we had the bunker just recently because
I don't think it's going to win. This is another kind of a coin flip for me, but I think they'll probably give it to Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, which is a perfectly fine movie.
Wait, you think
No,
it's going
it's
to get
not.
it over Avatar? I mean, you really think they're going to give it to that over?
It is not a perfectly fine movie, too. Also, it is racist as fuck.
I don't love it. I didn't love the first one. It's fine.
Yeah.
I like the first one a lot. This one
The
fucking
first
sucks.
one's okay. It wins me over by starting off with Too Short. Then after that, it goes downhill.
I'm just like,
it's
like-
way overhyped.
absolutely.
I mean,
But if they have the
I
fucking, they have the dead guy,
I get it.
and then you have the movement and all that nonsense that people care about.
You know what? They didn't bring
Yeah.
him back and fucking have him in the movie. So visual effects, no thank you. The winner's Avatar, period.
Man.
You might be right. I just think they might just give it to Wakanda.
But
Fuck yeah.
they didn't
Give it
bring
to the
back by
Batman.
CGI, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Avatar 2 is also not a very great movie.
It's good enough to be.
That's
pretty.
what everybody says I ask about it.
To be
And
pretty.
I
Indian
saw
nailed
it.
it.
I
Fuck yeah,
saw
any
it
Phantom. The
finally.
Batman is pretty good, but FX don't stand out for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You know why? Because they need some fucking color in those goddamn movies. At
Avatar-
least that
Gotham
one's not
City.
gray.
I like gray. Speaking of gray, women talking, all that color was drained. I fucking loved that.
But you know what? It's easier to tune out when they're talking when you have to see color.
You know what? I did crack up when someone entered with a, and then the little one that came in right behind her.
I did really enjoy that film.
Yeah, Andy, I don't really like any of the modern Marvel stuff. It wasn't the piece of shit that they usually regurgitate.
The sequel is, yes.
I wouldn't consider it like
It's all cookie cutter,
lowest
and
of the
I
low.
like. Yeah, it is. I enjoy that shit. I love that stuff. That one did not cut the mustard for me.
I thought for some reason you liked it. Maybe
I like the
curling
first one a
it.
lot, but this one sucked a lot of dick.
Pugs
There
is
you
a
go.
DC guy. He tends to like.
I do like both though. Like
you do. But
I
you're
don't. If Batman over everybody.
Well, of course. I mean, I get that.
Yeah. So we have Todd sound.
Ooh, sound. There we go.
Wait, you picked right, Todd?
Oh yeah, it's Avatar both.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, for sound, we have All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of the Water, The Batman, Elvis, and Top Gun Maverick. Who goes first now?
I can if you want.
All right.
All right. Well, we all know I would like the Batman to win. However, I don't. I think the main competition is between Top Gun Maverick and Avatar: The Way of Water. Could All Quiet on the Western Front sneak in there? Sure, but I'm gonna go with Avatar again. I think Avatar is gonna take it. Dan?
All right. Well, my pick is All Quiet on the Western Front, and my prediction probably Top Gun. I'll go Top Gun.
I think Top Gun's going to get this one. And honestly, as much as I'm on those movies, I think it should for the sound design. I saw that one in Dolby. It was perfect. Not that I didn't see Avatar in IMAX. Sound was fine. But I think for use of sound, I think Top Gun.
A lot of the sound categories, a lot of the sound winners are usually involved with water, which also swayed my decision to pick it.
All right. Well,
let's see.
All right.
I'm cool with any of those three winning.
No. You know what? And I'm going to remember that if that's the way it goes this year.
Nope.
All right. So our next category is live action short film, and the nominees are An Irish Goodbye, shout out Sean McManus, Evilou, Les Pupil, Night Ride, and The Red Suitcase. Shorts are always hard for some reason. It's very, I if I'm going by what sticks out in my head, I'm gonna go with An Irish Goodbye. Brothers.
Don't look that up on Wikipedia, kids. I'm just telling you now.
Brothers look, dealing with their mother's death and everything. I mean, that's just very easy to relate to. So that's my pick. And you know what? It's impossible to predict shorts, so I'm just going to make that my prediction as well, because I don't really know which way they will go with shorts. But An Irish Goodbye is well worth watching. If you can, it's hard because you only get like these weird random screenings, and I don't think they have them at all now, at least that I'm seeing. But check your theater. It'll be like a one-time showing. You might get lucky.
The Red Suitcase was not about the suitcase in Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, so I'm also going to choose An Irish Goodbye.
Well, I just watched Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, so that's my pick. I'll pick that for the win, though.
Right on.
We've got some discussion in the chat about Elvis. Indy thinks he's the only Elvis fan. Well, we'll see.
I'll be defending it later. Where do we leave off? Animated short film. I'll go for
Is that the first time we've had a guy up for a fatty and up for a best picture? Is that the first year that's ever happened?
Gentlemen, kill 30 seconds. I have got to let a cat that locked him in the bathroom.
All right.
He just went black, whatever.
See, I think Dan forgot about the Fatty Arbuckle Award tonight. But yeah, unfortunately, Robert Blake's not up for this year's because, well, maybe for next year's.
No postmortem love?
Well, he missed the ballot.
Okay. I don't even know who's up for it, but we'll know on Sunday, right? Or are we going to do it today?
I had it ready for...
Okay, I don't remember when we normally do it. I know it's been 6 years.
I know we did. Dan normally tries to make us forget.
Yeah.
So if you guys have nominations for our Fatty Arbuckle Award, I can't even remember who's won the other ones. I know our first winner,
our inaugural winner,
was
Kevin Spacey won the second one.
Was he second?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go back and keep track. I think there's one year Dan successfully made us miss it.
Was the Year of the Hedgehog a jerk?
Probably. Oh, there he is.
All right.
Off dealing with pussy business.
Well, you didn't have to take me all the way off the screen.
You did that, you dick.
No, I did that because it looks better.
Oh, Okay. All right.
Then
I
just
was gonna
Dan's,
say, I was like, did I
Dan's
hit
champion
something?
picture when he hits blank or whatever.
I don't want it to sound like a cat was being murdered in the background, so I apologize.
Well, we know Pussy's never been murdered at your house.
He's
so
innocent.
classless, Todd. The Academy's not gonna like that.
They're not gonna like us anyway.
You know what? You gave me that opening. It was just
I was
dangling
right
right there. I had to take
Stage and slap the shit out of you for that.
it. You can take that in multiple
Keep
ways.
my cat's name out your motherfucking mouth.
It's one of those hairless Egyptian cats. Like Jada.
Don't
Oh my
make
god,
me-
can we get a fucking
Don't make me do it. Dan. Don't make me do it.
Can we buy one of those cats and name it Jada?
Those are expensive.
I know, but it's kind of worth it. And you just hound her with it the entire time. Like, it will. Look at my cat. All right. Animated short film.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
The
we're
boy-
doing some.
The boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse. Then we have the flying sailor and ice merchants, my year of dicks, and Ostrich told me the world is fake, and I think I believe it.
Well, it's absolutely Dan biopic. My year of dicks.
It's High Pitch Will. That's also my pick, by the way.
Pick and prediction. You're just
Yeah.
doing just my
Across
year.
the board.
In all seriousness, my year of dicks was a great biopic of that lady cop that was getting railed by everybody. Very moving. It's a lot of dicks, man. A lot of.
The only crime committed was she did it on company time. Leave her alone.
But
Yes, Dan. No kink shaming.
I am gonna go with for my pick. An ostrich told me the world is fake, and I think I believe it. You should check that out. Even if it doesn't sound interesting, you should check it out just because of the fucking title. I mean, my God.
Yeah.
And that's my pick. Prediction. I'm gonna go with I don't know why, but I think the boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse will win.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have a specific reason why, but I feel like that's gonna win the animated short.
All right. Mr. Todd.
All right. Production design. Well, here we get to get on it. We have All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of the Water, Babylon, Elvis, and The Fabelmans. So we have a couple Hollywood picks.
This is
And-
easy for me.
and
Really?
Elvis. Really?
I thought this was
Very
fucking hard. All the production value in each one of these fucking movies is astronomical.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
But
that was not hard. It was
pretty
hard for me.
damn easy.
Okay. Well, what is it then?
My pick is Babylon, which
Well,
I
I
think was what?
Okay.
How do you deny that for production design? My God.
Because they had to design everything in a different movie.
Yeah, but I mean, it's production
Everything.
design. I don't know. I tend to favor something that's not.
You should have
know,
started
all
off what you
CG.
think's going to win, or is that what you think's going to win?
No, that's my pick.
Okay, I know that, but you're leading up.
Pick prediction. My prediction.
Well,
You know what?
okay, God damn it, Dan. The way
You'll
you
give-
did it was you knew who was going to win, not knew who you were going to.
No. I think it's an easy pick as far as what was.
Oh well,
best.
yeah, that's why I was like ready to argue. Like, who
What-
do you think? Like,
No. What is best is by far Babylon. I think it blows all of these out of the water. Well, all's quiet on the Western Front's really good.
I'm 100% with you on that.
Oh, Daily Ghost. Yes, this is for anybody just joining. These are our picks. We'll talk
We
a
have
little
the
bit about-
runners, right?
We'll talk a little bit about the movies.
Do we bother now?
Yeah.
You can. But we will have our watch along on Sunday. So this is like our personal picks.
What are we on?
Production design.
Mhm.
I pick Babylon as my personal pick. My prediction is Avatar 2 because it's gonna get something.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, I'm 100%. Yeah, the pick is easy, but I don't think I think
Oh, who's
That
gonna win? No,
is like anyone. Well, almost anyone. But yeah, I'm Babylon,
Mm.
but I kind of think it's gonna go. See, my gut says it's either Elvis or Spielberg, but People love that guy, so I'm gonna go with Elvis is the winner. Not my pick, but the winner.
All right. I actually had a very hard time with this. I think Babylon should be in more categories because I'm with you guys. The movie's fucking fantastic. Long as fuck, but worth it. But for me, because everything had to be designed, I'm going Avatar across the board.
See, here's where I get weird. And yes, this is the same logic that kept Tron from winning Best Visual Effects. But the fact that it's all done in the computer,
it's still a.
I know it still
design.
is, but I have a hard time with.
Well, we're gonna have to talk about that in Marcel and the Shoe, whatever the fuck it was called.
Marcel the Shell with Shoes on.
There you go.
So like I'll talk about it now since Babylon really isn't up for much. I think the reason
Plus Babylon
it
Babylon has a clip of Avatar, and it does. There you go.
So Babylon, I think one thing that definitely hurt it is there's some raunch in that movie. There's some random toilet humor, like at the beginning with the elephant and everything, which I thought was funny. But I thought there was like a little bit, maybe it didn't portray Hollywood in a very nice light, and
Hollywood
that
sucks.
could be part of it. But I mean, they brought
Fatty Arbuckle homage. I popped so hard. Sorry, Dan.
I knew you would.
When I was in the theater, I was the only one like, yes.
They brought 1920s Hollywood early talkies to life. Babylon certainly should have gotten more technical awards. It's a beautiful film.
Triangle of Sadness. Put that this movie in there. Zombie 7979. Margot Robbie should ice her nipples for every film. I'm not gonna get on here for me.
Yeah, there's some spiciness in Babylon as well if you haven't seen it.
Yeah,
it's a longer movie, but if you loved Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, you're kind of okay with it. Like I could spend.
I don't think they're
ridiculous
like
amount of
comparable movies, but
they're both long length, and it's like you could argue like, well, it didn't need to be, but I don't know. I didn't mind personally because I just love old Hollywood tales. Yeah,
agree.
Any love for Babylon in the chat? People that have seen it.
I think it's the weirdness that like the stuff you mentioned. It's just a little too outside of it. It's not Hollywood enough for Hollywood, even though it's probably more Hollywood than half the Hollywood.
And they like
stuff.
to admit, yeah.
That's the biggest problem. And they're even though it's a different time period, they're still looking at themselves. That's the biggest problem with it.
Yeah, I get that. But I did think it would probably get more on the technical.
Oh yeah, I remember right after I saw it, I was like, this should win all the awards. That was my exact when I was done in the theater.
Did you say win or nominated?
I said this should win all the awards.
Okay,
but at least it'll be nominated for.
It is definitely a crime that this movie's not here more. Yeah, I was about to drop another.
What's up, Ben? And Ghost asks an interesting question: who's going to get slapped on Sunday? Well, you're going to get it in a skit for sure.
Kimmel.
Well, April 22nd.
Yeah,
we'll be getting smacked by Hillbilly.
I have not agreed to this.
Hardcore Hillbilly.
I already booked it.
Fight with Ozzy.
What if we can get Jasmine to do it? Would you allow that?
Jasmine can do whatever she likes.
Okay, so if you last the Hillbilly slap, maybe we'll talk. We'll reach out to our mega brother.
He's got that country boy strength. He'd probably knock like a guy out.
And he's got the youth. You're fucked.
Got the youth. I concede. I'll tap out.
Indy Phantom, his birthday is on April 22nd, so Dan can take the slaps for him. Nice.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
We'll make sure. Well, then we'll have him take your birthday chops then. Yeah. How old are you getting? He's
like, I'm 103.
Okay. Who would you want to give Dan birthday chops? Pugs.
Who
maybe we'll save this for SCS.
Okay.
Post show. Okay.
No wrestling and no threats. I'm feeling threatened. All right. So song, since makes sense that I
mean our music man.
Future battle rap champ, you know, gotta
Hey,
go.
yeah, you and Elvis have a lot in common.
You're gonna jinx it. I'm gonna die on the crapper now.
Well,
all right. So, original song. We've got Applause from Tell It Like a Woman, Hold My Hand from Top Gun Maverick, Lift Me Up from Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Not To from RRR, and This Is a Life from Everything Everywhere All at Once. All right. Well, Pugs, kind of makes sense you go first on this one.
Okay. Although I do think the Rihanna song is probably the best part of the Black Panther movie. RRR that song rocked. Applause. There's really only like one. No, there's a couple in there, but one that stands out in that movie, Tell Like a Woman. But I'm gonna go with Lady Gaga, Top Gun Maverick. Hold My Hand. I'm a fucking monster though, so I'm biased.
Does Jennifer Hudson's story in Tell It Like a Woman count as a song? Can I vote for that?
Sure.
All right. I Rihanna. I don't give a shit about any of these songs.
You didn't like any of them?
You know,
Not my
like
genre.
even the fucking Bollywood RRR one, that song was fucking hard, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, my pick.
Love that
I'm
movie.
My pick is Not To from RRR, but I am going to predict Lady Gaga.
Really? Over Rihanna?
Actually, you know what? I'm taking that back. I'm going to predict Lift Me Up.
Yeah, that's the song. I think that's the one that they will give that movie because of the song. That's the one. That's like my brain is like, that's the easy pick. That one's.
We'll so I was going to have another pregnant performance that people can cry about because she was using a backtrack, but she was accenting the song. Fucking people don't understand. Anyway.
Yeah, but that was a garbage performance.
No, it was not. She's fucking pregnant, dumbass. Like, dude, she did fantastic.
That's fine. That doesn't mean it's good.
I enjoyed it.
Dan doesn't like women talking, singing doesn't matter.
It sucked. I'm sorry.
It was great.
Again, our music man, Dan says not hood approved.
Well,
you can do some acrobatics or something still. Yeah.
Fucking get an abortion on the field. That is fucking. Oh my god, she would rule.
Okay, 43.
Moving on.
Original score. So this is the one I have a fucking big problem with. Let me read off the things. All Quiet on the Western Front, Babylon, the Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and The Fabelmans. This is fucking horseshit. This is where the Empire of Light should be. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross knocked that shit out of the fucking park. Sure, I lean towards that style of music, but man, the Empire of Light's track specifically, I just transported into the fucking movie. It took me there. So
am I the only one that thinks Empire of Light got snubbed on others as well? I like that movie a lot. I don't know why it didn't get more.
I think it should be there for this one. Everything else is like it could be because that I forgot her name. What's her name?
Olivia Colman.
Olivia Colman. Fucking it's amazing. And she was the best part in Puss in Boots.
Yeah, I mean, you could easily knock off Triangle of Sadness to give that some love.
Yeah.
Black Panther, Avatar too. Wait till we get to Best Picture because that's fucking ridiculous. But yeah.
So do I go or you want to go?
I interrupted you, so you go.
Oh, it's fine. Honestly, this category makes me upset, but I'm going with Babylon across the board.
Okay.
All right.
Believe it or not, that is my pick as well. And I think it's prediction too. I think that might be the one thing that Babylon actually wins.
My pick is also Babylon, but see, this is where I disagree. I think the Fabelmans will get it because it has a more traditional score. So that combined with that style of film, I think even people who don't really like who vote, they're gonna catch that.
Mm-hmm. It is more audience friendly, I would say. But yeah, Empire Light, man, it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I was watching that and I was like, what did the Academy not see in this movie? I mean, obviously, I'm inclined to love something that takes place in a
Theater.
beachside movie theater.
Oh yeah, that's right. You love the fucking water too. I
Yeah,
that together.
yeah. I bought it on Blu-ray. I got it actually last week. It was purchase worthy. I really enjoyed that movie. Olivia Colman too. Like, come on. Like,
Can we get her and Bill Nighy to just have a stroll in London? And I just want to see them talk to each other and be polite to everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, love that movie so very much.
All right, who's up?
You are, sir.
Let's see.
Thank
Yeah.
you. All right. And we well, let me switch. See, this is where I get thrown off because I got to switch this first. Makeup and well, this is my category. Absolutely. All right, we have All Quiet on the Western Front, The Batman, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Isn't it really Wakanda Forever, Black Panther? Isn't that the way they did it? Elvis and The Whale.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's
Well,
like
no,
they did with that
Maybe
other.
it's Wakanda Forever Giant then Black Panther.
Oh, okay.
So technically it should be reversed, I think.
Movie sucked. Dan, I think you make your choice.
All right.
Or
So
Todd?
this is more of an interesting category in a way than it probably gets credit for. Elvis, to me, I don't feel like it's. I don't want to diminish the profession, but I don't feel like it's that difficult to just do an Elvis job on somebody that's at least somewhat close. And I don't think Tom Hanks looked like a real person.
Well, he definitely didn't have the accent of a real person.
Yeah, there was a lot going on there. That's one
Brave
issue.
choices.
I didn't
Some
hate.
say wrong, but
I didn't hate Elvis, but I hated his performance. I did not.
Austin's performance, or
No. Not Austin Butler was fine.
Oh, okay, Tom Hanks. Then
Tom Hanks, I did not think was good in Elvis.
I was laughing.
I enjoyed him.
great.
I don't understand.
Right.
Maybe that's where I'm leaning, but I fucking love that guy. So
I was glad he returned to his comedy roots.
But my pick for this is The Whale. I think they did a fantastic job on Brendan Fraser. I believed he was a real person. I mean, we've all seen that person, and I think they did a
Goals.
fantastic job. I'm gonna be that Walmart scooter guy.
Fuck yeah, dude. No, I don't want to leave my house. Honestly, this did not seem like a bad life.
Just find a better pizza delivery guy. But I think The Whale, which how the fuck is it not up for Best Picture? That is an Avatar.
Fat phobia, these sons of bitches. They don't
I'm gonna start that.
You know what? I didn't even
campaign.
fucking realize that. That's fucking bullshit.
Oscar so
Well,
thin.
Brendan
there we
Fraser
go.
has actually this hashtag.
I'm
that.
gonna make
sure
it
that's on-
fucking happen.
Let's do it. But
Any
Brendan,
all
fat
Sunday.
bastards in the chat like us. Let's make it trend.
Oscars
It is.
Sunday. That's everything. We're all tweeting.
Do we see any fat like fucking avatars out there?
And-
No, they're all
and-
fucking thin.
And they're having chubby dudes take our roles.
but
Yeah,
and
they
skinny
are.
ones, because fucking Colin Farrell,
Yep.
which
We could've
is
just
which happens to be my pick. So I actually across the board, I want Batman, and I want I'm choosing him. I do. I like. He
wait, I didn't
disappeared
do
into
my
that
prediction.
character. Oh, I thought you
Sorry,
did.
I didn't do my prediction.
Sorry.
All right, we got to talking. My prediction's The Whale too, because I mean they got to give that something.
This year, a fat
Or-
suit is winning, or should win. Well, actually, there's 3 chances for it to fucking win. Penguin,
I
Elvis,
wanna
and the
See,
fucking-
this is the year. This is our year.
I
This
wanna-
totally-
That is
fuck.
in. It's our time, gentlemen.
I want a fucking diabetes Avatar and Avatar free. I want one of them to get their foot cut off. in
It's our
Avatar
time for
3.
representation.
It's
Yes.
also winter. It's cold, ladies. What's up?
Hashtag Oscar so thin.
I will tweet that. I'll fucking retweet it. Yeah. But again, for me, Batman across the board, because a skinny guy became a fat dude, and he was practically unrecognizable up until a point.
Yes.
The fact that they changed him from a robot to a fat dude gets my vote. The Whale. And also,
The fuck?
I don't think the Academy's going to pick it. I think they're gonna pick Elvis.
Really? I was gonna thought you're gonna do Wakanda Forever because their hairstyling in that movie. That's hard work. That was,
But I don't think white people are going to get that.
yeah, I guess. Dude, that's kinky. It beats off the water. Like they're hard to work with, but it looked good.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
They're just like, I'm not saying a word.
I'm behaving.
It's a legitimate. I don't think they're going to get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, again, how is The Whale not up for more? The Whale, I think, got as many as Babylon. But that's fucking insane. Avatar 2 can suck a dick. Black Panther
awesome.
2 can suck a dick. Those are not Oscar movies. It's political reasons that people love James Cameron. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm not saying either are bad movies. They are not Oscar movies, aside from sound effect stuff, maybe.
So stories, you mean?
Yeah, they should not be up for Best Picture. It's my big beef.
Well, we're
Absolutely
not the best picture
fucking
yet,
not.
Dan.
Sorry.
All
But we
right.
are international feature. Is it my turn? I think so.
I read.
You read last, so it's
Okay,
now
then
my
it's
turn.
Todd. Yeah.
Todd's turn. All right.
All right. International film, international feature film. We have All Quiet on the Western Front. That one's got a lot of nods. Argentina, 1985. Close. EO. The Quiet Girl. All right,
Tough
Dan,
category.
This
Isn't
is
it?
probably the one that was the toughest because all of these are fantastic.
I love them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say international is stronger as a whole than
Well, that's because it's the cream of the crop. Damn, they only submit the best of their shitty movies. There, I saved it.
well, before we make our picks, because I think this kind of warrants talking a little bit about the films a bit more here. All Quiet on the Western Front, we kind of talked about a little bit already. I think that is just a great German war film. War films are tough because there's just so many of them. It's hard to stand out because it's like there's just so many classics to compare them to. I think this was really, really good. One of the better ones I've seen in quite a while.
Dude,
I'm not a war
So
movie.
definitely.
Abdul the Butcher moment. Hard.
I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
I'm not a war movie guy in general.
I'm
Is
not
this-
really either.
Is this a remake of the original of the film of the same title, or just a film of the same title?
It's like a loose
Okay.
sort of thing, if I recall. But yeah, I mean, you should definitely check that out on Netflix. I would recommend with subs. The dubbing's not awful, but for this type of movie, it does take away.
You watched it with dubs? Wow.
Dan
I
always watches his movies.
I watched it with subs.
Sure, you did, Dan. You don't have to be cool now.
I still don't understand all this. I
'Cause
watched
you
it
know,
with
'cause you said it.
subtitles. If you watched it with dubs, yeah, fuck you. Art.
Okay, well now Dan's just trying to go hard the
Not-
other way. I'm not
I'm
going
trying
to
to
shame
talk
you.
about the other movie. Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, Dan.
God
If
damn.
you watch the dub version, there's nothing wrong with that. We do not. Well, me
But
and
you will
Pugs-
lose something in the performance, would you not?
But
I
me
don't
and
know. I didn't
Pugs-
watch that version.
Me and Pugs are not going to shame you like Dan has. So
Yeah.
feel free to watch.
America.
whichever you
A lot of audience members are remedial as fuck.
Well, anyways.
You literally
Uh,
just said fuck anyone who watched the dub version. I was trying to fix your. Ooh, you
Ugh,
almost got me to champion.
God damn. All right. Argentina 1985. That's not really up. I could be wrong. I have to double check,
No,
but I
that's
don't
it.
think that's up for anything else.
No, I don't think so.
Courtroom dramas.
Amazon
Not some-
Prime.
Yes, not something that I'm also usually into. Courtroom dramas kind of blend together, but that's an amazing true life story, and I did enjoy it quite a bit. Check it out on Amazon. It should be getting some more attention, but Close. All right, so Close is one of the very last films second to last film that I watched. It's a French film, and at first, I won't lie. At first, I was kind of thinking like, oh, this is feeling like this might be a bit of a slog. That hits you in the feels like a motherfucker as you go along. in that movie. I thought it was great. It kind of has that sort of, not that it's like Stand By Me, but it kind of evokes similar feelings. You know, that one was, again, simple but tough. And there's those kids, man, great acting.
I happen to think this one in a couple of years you're gonna have an American remake. It's just you're leaving money on the table if you don't, for all the people that Dan hates.
It's a movie that will affect you no matter who you are, because it's so simple. And I thought without giving anything away, the scene at the end with the mom and the boy, I thought was like, oh, okay, well, this is fantastic. What a wonderful, wonderful film. That's Close. We also have EO. So EO's not necessarily a movie that I'm going to recommend to everybody. It's about a donkey's point of view. It's like a road movie, essentially.
We do get other shots too, though.
Sure. Yeah, you do. But it's humanity through the eyes of a donkey.
We suck.
Humans are pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, there is some compassion.
Majority they're shitheads. Yeah.
I loved that movie. I did. I really loved it. Part of me kind of wants to pick it. I don't think it's going to win, and also Isabelle Huppert. God damn, she doesn't fucking age. She's beautiful still.
Yeah, I just saw something else like the day before.
Yeah, she's been in a couple notable things recently.
Vampire.
Yeah. I think everybody should see EO though. I did enjoy it.
Didn't you just say you don't think everyone will like it?
Everybody.
Yeah, but then you just literally recommended it.
Well, I didn't get there yet because there is some animal stuff that's not pleasant. It's not graphic, but you know what I mean? Some people just won't watch that. And I understand, but I do think it was a great film. I'm almost like talking about these movies because I'm still making up my mind. The Quiet Girl. Fantastic Irish film that also hits you pretty hard, similar to Close in certain ways.
Dude, the opening, not scene, but when she's at school, I wanted to jump through the fucking screen. Oh, you little bitch! Fuck off!
Quiet Girl was good. I don't know. I want to go last on this because I'm still sort of.
I can go.
I just have a blank because I don't know yet.
I'll go. We'll go in counterclockwise then.
Watch them all, guys. International is strong.
You gonna go or
you say counterclockwise?
Okay, I'll go real quick. My pick, Dan put it over hard. EO. Even though I was expecting, Michael Jackson to be singing, but unfortunately he didn't show up.
His origin story from being captain.
How he got the captain moniker. But the fact that is nominated so many times in every other category, I don't see how they do not give it to All Quiet on the Western Front.
For me, although all these are fucking strong and all of them deserve to be here, I was going back and forth between Argentina 1985 and All Quiet on the Western Front. I happen to like procedural movies, and this was so intense and like just all the calls, and I just felt the tension. But All Quiet on the Western Front, man, that movie's fucking hard. That's my choice across the board now, because it may even fucking win later on, but we'll see. I think it's gonna win this one for sure.
Yeah, I don't know how it doesn't. I mean,
it's the only one in the main category too.
Well, exactly. That's the point. Like in America, if you're in Best International Film and in Best Picture, so automatically you're Best International Film. If you're
Parasite,
yeah.
All right. So prediction. My prediction is All Quiet on the Western Front. It's not my personal pick. I'm gonna have to go with Close, the French film. Although EO is a close second, and everything in this category, in my opinion, is stellar.
The fact that this is we're all split on it, tells you there's a lot of good films.
Close kind of like got me. I was like, particularly at the end, it was just wow, so authentic and just yeah. Let us know. It's a good time to remind you guys in the comments if you're not watching this live, or even if you are, post some of your picks, your thoughts on these movies, because we're very curious. I know there's a lot of these that go unwatched, sadly, but hopefully we're helping you figure out the ones you should seek out. So,
And Ben Grimm, you can do both. He says, I'd rather watch a trash B movie than an Oscar movie, which I'm always in the mood for, a trash B movie. Around Oscar season, though, Damilo.
Look at my best films of the last 2 years. That's all you need to know.
we watch a lot of stuff. You get sorority babes in the Slimeball Bolorama 2, and you get the fucking donkey POV human piece of shit movie too. So
Not
you get
the
it all
Hubbard.
here. Yes, no, that's a very different donkey movie. Yes.
I think it was shot in Mexico.
All right. There is a documentary called Donkey Love that is about exactly what you think it is about. I'm just
Coming
gonna
soon to
throw that out.
Patreon. Is that what we're reviewing next?
I'm into it.
All right, so it's on me, I believe. So
Yes.
we're doing film editing now, which the nominees are The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Tar, and Top Gun Maverick. All right, editing on this.
This one's easy.
I'm gonna editing. I think I'll probably go Everything Everywhere All at Once across the board.
Pugs?
I happen to fall in the same reasoning as you, Dan, and as editor Todd, I think you know why. So go ahead and say your pick.
Yeah, across the board. I mean, I said it's an easy one. I mean, this one
Deals with different timelines.
the editing, and I think it's going to stand out more
areas.
because the movie itself is different. So I know we're saying that the Oscars don't really like weird as with Babylon, but like I think it's more to the other stuff. It's the mirror effect on that one, whereas this, like the editing, it's weird, but the editing stands out. Yeah, I don't think that's even a question.
All the different places are easy to see, and it's separate and the same at the same time. I think it's great.
We're in multiple timelines at once,
Yeah,
back and forth. I don't. To me, that's not even a question. If anything else wins it, they're wrong.
I agree. So me, right?
Yeah,
All right. So we have
wrong one.
documentary short film. Up for nominations are The Elephant Whisperers, Haul Out, How Do You Measure a Year, The Martha Mitchell Effect, Stranger at the Gate.
So before you go, I should say Elephant Whisperers is a Netflix one, and I believe Martha Mitchell Effect is too. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. We watched a lot of movies over a lot of different things. So those two I think you can actually see fairly easy.
So for me,
go for it.
I'll just go across the board. The Elephant Whisperers. Like everything else is fine, but
I'm also across the board. Elephant Whisperers.
So my pick is Elephant Whisperers. This is a short, and I just thought that this couple in this short in India that take care of these elephants, it's easily to recommend to anybody. Like you'll feel something watching it, no matter who you are. Animals, man. I mean, that's
it's also
kinda
weird.
universal.
Shouldn't they? Well, you know what? Never mind. That's a racial joke. I'm not going to do it on air. Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm debating
Speak on.
whether I want to stand out a little bit on this. Actually, no, because I think Stranger at the Gate, really interesting, true story. It's about, racism, although there's a redemptive, quality to that particular story.
That's why Pugs didn't
think-
pick it.
That's why I'm holding
I-
back. Oh.
I think Stranger at the Gate will win it, but my pick is Elephant Whisperers. My prediction is Stranger at the Gate.
All right. So then next we have
Documentary feature film, which Indy's excited to hear our thoughts on.
hold up, Ted.
I'm getting.
Oh,
there.
okay.
I gotta go different windows. There we go.
All right, Todd. I think it's you're up to read.
Oh, documentary feature film. God, All That Breathes, All the Beauty and the Bloodshed, Fire of Love, A House Made of Splinters, and Navalny. How do I say this one, Dan?
Navalny.
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 Really?
Okay, I was saying.
I'm saying Navalny. All right.
And that one.
It's VAL. My bad.
That works. That works. All right. I'm going to talk a little bit about
Try to behave with those refugees, please.
briefly talk about each one. All right. So, All That Breathes is the documentary, and I forget the name of the bird already, but
I couldn't remember it either. It's like those crow.
yeah,
okay.
it's about these guys in India who rehabilitate and care for these birds. It's about a lot of other stuff too. Again, amazing human beings that you like. Oh wow, that's so cool that these people actually exist. It's well worth watching. Then there is All the Beauty and the Bloodshed. This is a kind of an odd doc in the sense it's about the life of artist Nan Goldin, but it's also about the Sackler family, probably the most evil family in
Two
America.
are way more evil, but okay.
Well, yeah, they're up there too. But this is it is
Big fan,
about-
guys. Not gonna lie, big fan.
It ties all that in. It's oddly formatted because I really thought this was going to be about the opioid crisis, which it is, but it's also about her life leading up to it. And if you remember some of these protests with people laying down with the open pill bottles and everything, obviously right now it's a very timely film. And I have heard of Nan Goldin, but I really love this doc. I don't know if everybody will, just because again, it's about so much. It's about her, and then it's about the opioid crisis. It tackles a lot in its short runtime, and it's an amazing doc. Another one, Fire of Love. Now, I did not know a whole lot about this one at all, but this follows a French couple who study volcanoes. And what a life. What a life, man.
I'll admit, Dan, it was a little rough at the beginning for me, but then I got into it. So
A lot of
it felt like a rainy day at school. Like, oh, let's watch the doc. Okay,
yeah,
it's pretty good.
a lot of the footage is pretty much all back in the 70s.
Well, it was Nat Geo. Makes sense.
and that-
Disney
yeah.
Plus, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I'm sure some kids really legitimately had to watch this at school this past year.
It's a good
The
day
next-
then.
Now the next one is truly mind blowing. Or well, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Hopefully they had to watch that in school too.
A House Made of Splinters. Now, this is the one about the Ukrainian orphans. Now, this is not about the war, although that did happen, and there's, the after credits mentions that. This is just about Ukrainian orphans in an orphanage.
Some of those parents, man,
And
I
they're-
feel so fucking bad.
I wanted to slap the shit out of some of those parents.
Because they weren't showing them inappropriate movies at young ages. They
they
weren't taking Dan's parenting recommendations.
I mean, some of the footage that they get here, like the kid talking to his mom on the phone,
The fucking
like-
mother refusing to answer. Fuck that bitch.
it makes you so goddamn angry. That House of Splinters will evoke a lot of different emotions. I think the saddest part of it, some of these kids were just like, this is just another Tuesday. Like, I'm getting moved away from everybody I know to go to this other place. And what really impacted me is this is before the war decimated the entire country. These poor kids, man, like Oh
This is
my
why they're
God.
fucking hard in real life, dude. Like they
Yeah.
do not deal with millennial bullshit. Like they just grin and bear it.
Yeah, no, the different kind. Yeah, not
Real problems.
man, this is like that portion when we're watching these movies where it's an amazing film, but it does get a little soul sucking because it's like, God, the fucking amount of human waste out there in terms of, well, you know, what's going on with the war, but also just kids. Like, get your fucking shit together. I mean, my God damn. This one made me angry, and that's a good thing because I think that's the point. And left me wondering, like, you know, what became of these guys. It doesn't say. There's no update on any of them. It's just
Kind of hard to find them right now, but
so
I did.
that's
I
tough.
watched that the same day I saw a 60-minute thing on YouTube about the Ukrainian people and like the children and then the older people. They like it's so sad. They have nowhere to fucking go. They have only so much rubles, whatever the fuck money they have. Ruples, thank you. And like the old lady just says, "Where else am I gonna go? Like I can't." I was like, oh, that sucks. And then to think, later on, seeing the children having like the same problem pre-war, it's like this is where our money should go, helping people like this. Whatever.
Yeah, maybe
Heartstrings.
getting them out. Like,
Oh my God, am I showing my sensitive side?
I know. I'm like yeah, you can just slide
the
this over here.
sensitive
Dude.
side of pugs.
I'm a little bipolar though. You give me 2 more minutes, I'll start ranking on these motherfuckers.
Everybody's like, man, I thought these guys were all a bunch of Neanderthal pieces of shit. Well, we are mostly, but we do have like, it's like the Grinch thing. It's like a tiny heart, but it's there. So the last one, this is one of the strongest years for docs. Navalny. Now, if that name sounds vaguely familiar, that is the guy that the fucking balls to run against Vladimir Putin, and he's the one that Putin poisoned or had poisoned.
Famously on his underwear. That is famous. And that is not a spoiler. That is fucking famous. I laughed my ass off when I first heard it.
You've all heard that story, but the behind the scenes stuff that's going on during this, I mean, he directly exposes the person that fucking poisoned him in this doc. And this one is mind-blowing for me. Wow. And I won't reveal if you're not aware of where things kind of end up. This story's still kind of going on. Navalny, say what you will.
Streaming on HBO Max right now.
Oh, HBO. Okay, yeah. So you can watch Navalny on HBO Max. The fucking grapefruits on this guy are undeniable.
Another show of Eastern European toughness. It's just the thing to do.
Yeah. Say what you will. There's a lot of issues in that area of the world, but wow.
This one in particular, though, I do think down the line you can get like Eric Bana or some big star to actually tell this narratively, not a doc, but like a full blown, like I don't want not espionage, but like a countdown type thing. I do think this could make a good actual feature, not a documentary.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. So now it's going to get kind of hard. I'll go first, just since I've been talking so much. So I think it's not Fire of Love, although that is worth watching. I'm torn between All the Beauty and the Bloodshed and Navalny. I'm going to go.
I was just corrected. It's Asia. My bad.
Oh, okay. I am going to go. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm going to go with Navalny just because, I mean, my God, like the peek behind the curtain in that film is so amazing. My pick is going to be All the Beauty and the Bloodshed.
Okay.
I feel like that would have, I feel like the Academy might give it to that. Absolutely everything in documentary feature film is worth watching, though. It's a category that sometimes gets ignored, but this is a super strong year, and I think all are worth checking out.
Yeah, I think Academy is Navalny. My pick, I'm gonna go with the Animals. All that breeze.
Okay.
But I did like them all. So I'm
Yeah.
just giving that one some love.
I'm Navalny all the way. I legitimately was so invested towards the end. I was like, they fucking did it. So yeah.
My turn to read, right? I'm gonna ask once in a while because it gets confusing.
I think we ask every time, but it's fine. Yes, you're next.
Costume design. We have Babylon, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once. One-time nominee, although I did like this film, Miss Harris Goes to Paris, which I think you were a fan of, Pugs, if I remember right.
It is delightful. I am a big fan. I did not expect to enjoy that movie that much. Her and Bill Nye, the science guy, Bill Nye, can go with the chick from Empire of Light and have a fucking tea time. I'd watch the shit out of that. Yeah.
Leslie Manville in this film, and then
So-
also the other film with Isabelle Huppert that Todd was talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So costume designs on all of these are pretty great, but there's only one that has an actual real designer. So for me, across the board, and I yeah, I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna go across the board. Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Strong gamble.
It's the only one that has a real fucking designer.
No, I get that. It's like the
He'll fucking stick his nose up. All right, fuck it then. This whole company.
Well,
I'm not doing the Oscars ever again.
I'm quick. I'm across the board, but I'm not across the board for that. I'm across the board for Babylon.
see, my pick is Babylon, but I don't know why. I think Everything Everywhere is gonna get it.
The outlandish, vibrant colors in certain scenes.
It is,
But,
and
yeah,
And I think that will stick out to
that would have been my second choice.
to the voters.
So then,
All right, what is our next category? Is
You got a big one.
Cinematography. Is that me? That is me. Right? Yes.
And-
Dan just read. Cinematography. Okay. Up for this one, we have All Quiet on the Western Front. Bardo, False Chronicle of a Handful of Truths. Elvis, Empire of Light, and Tar. All right, gentlemen, who wants to go first?
is anyone else surprised that the Fablemans didn't get in this category? Because like, where is it? Where's the Horizon? Like, come on. But all of these really, dude, like Bardo, False Chronicles, or whatever the fuck it's called, that took me by surprise. That was fucking wild. But I can't bet against All Quiet on the Western Front. And I dude, the scenes of them face down in the muck, just like Walter says in The Big Lebowski, I can't go against that. So I'm going to choose All Quiet on the Western Front for across the board.
I am also across the board for All Quiet on the Western Front, although I do kind of almost want to give something else to Empire of Light too, because that movie's underappreciated. But All Quiet is my picks.
And to finish off the board, also across the board.
Okay.
So,
What
For
would have been your
For
second
what,
pick?
though? Because
well,
You've
I
all been
said
talking about All
also-
Quiet.
Yes, All Quiet on the Western Front.
all right.
My second pick, I probably would have picked Empire Light.
See, I would have went Bardo just because of that bus in the water.
I was
dude.
going back and forth with that too, but it's yeah.
Yeah. All right. So then the next category, or any more to speak about these films? Because I think the last time we see Empire of Light.
Check that one out. I think a lot of people also that are listening to this show and just have a love of movies in general. Not that that's like
Mental
it's-
health also.
mental health is kind of the big thing that it's about, but it's also got a very strong love of movies, and it's a great film.
All right. So animated feature film. We have Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, The Sea Beast, and Turning Red. Who wants to go first?
I can take it first if you want.
Go for it, dude.
All right, so not usually my category. I'll talk a little bit though, briefly about some of these. I mean, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, obviously, on a technical level, is awesome. You would think that would be an automatic pick for me, but not really, because it's hard, because Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, not something I would ever watch if it wasn't nominated for an Oscar. That was unusually good. I was watching that and I was like, most of the stuff my nieces and nephews watch now are just mindless throwaway crap. I was like, that was actually a nice animated kids movie.
You saw that in theaters 3 fucking times.
I'm mad I didn't get to see it in 3D. I'll tell you that right now.
I think I'm the only one here that fucking hated it.
Well, I hate the original one. Like it, I cannot. I tried.
I don't even remember it.
And that's why I was like, well, I don't need to go watch this new one.
I'm upset though because Florence Pugh's in there. I'm like, I actually don't like something she's in. Florence.
But go ahead, Dan. Sorry, just
well, you don't get to see the assets in this one, but yes. So I thought that was really good. I also loved Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. Always got to slow down when I say that title. I mean, Sea Beast was good. Turning Red was good. Nothing was really bad in this category.
Disagree.
Yeah, well, you might be a better judge. I don't watch as much animated stuff, but you'd think it'd be Pinocchio, but my pick is going to be Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. My prediction on this, I could see the Academy going a lot of different ways on this one. Pinocchio, and I'm not certain, but Pinocchio will be my prediction. But Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, I thought was a great film, which is not just animated too. So
this is my biggest problem with this.
Yeah, is it a cheat?
It is 100% a cheat because they wouldn't put The Lion King in this fucking category, and it is more of an animated film than this one is.
But it's a great fucking film, Todd.
No.
I know. Because
it's an A24 film, so I was there opening day. Unlike some people who claim to be.
I saw it. I see a lot of fucking movies, Todd. I can't see them all.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't. That's one of the 5 I saw in theaters last year.
Well, I'm a single man, Todd. I'm about town and shit. You're married, so you're boring. I get,
is that what's going on? It's not the fact that an automobile may or may not be able to be accessed to.
A24 Poontang. Sorry.
Sure. For me,
did I pick? Or go ahead. I don't even remember.
You ranted. You didn't pick.
I did. Right? Yes. Let me finish my rant.
Go for it.
Yeah, but it's stop motion, so it's like one of those things. I'm like, it's the best film of the bunch, but I don't think it's the best animated film. I don't think it'll win because of that. But my pick is Marcel. My gut says Puss in Boots.
Okay.
Yeah.
I predict that if Marcel wins, Guillermo del Toro will be happy. But I am going to choose across the board Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. I hope he gets Best Director in a fucking. I hope he has animated and in real life.
See, now I want to change my pick. You
should have. But I really hope he gets to have that brag. Like, hey, both of my movies, animated and in real life, are fucking amazing, and here's a gold statue to prove it.
It's one of those things where, as I know, Kruger's going to give me shit, whatever.
No.
The original Pinocchio is my favorite Disney movie, so it's hard for me to disconnect.
Oh. You must have hated the Tom Hanks one because I fucking think that movie's a piece of trash.
I didn't because it had the look. So no, let me know. So I enjoyed that aspect. I've never watched it again. I watched it once.
Okay, I was so disappointed. I was like, yeah, but
I knew it was going to be great because it was Disney Plus original. Although I did really like their Lady and the
Tramp was the shit. Yeah,
that you know what? That was out the gate. We're like, we got to give him something good out the gate.
Yeah, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. That's just heartwarming. Once that hits streaming services, I think it's gonna blow up. Or following at least.
It's nice to watch, and there's several options here, but it's nice to watch in animated feature that you can watch with your kids that actually has some substance to it. So, and you get multiple here.
Yeah, there's funny as fuck too moments. Indie Phantom, wasn't Kruger watching all these too? Oh yeah.
Absolutely not.
I would like to see that though.
Why would you torture our buddy?
I'm just picturing Kruger watching Tar.
Oh
Like,
my God.
no.
Don't do that to him.
No. If I'm going to pick one movie on here for Kruger to watch, I think it's Women Talking.
Look, I think Tar is going to be his toughest time. That's a long movie.
It's tougher, but I think more entertaining.
You know what would be fun though?
He's going to be shaking, like, please let somebody get decapitated. Please let somebody.
No, I think we just discovered someone's origin story.
Dude, having a Patreon episode where he just watches the trailers, so we don't have to suffer through the entire movie. I think it'd be hilarious. You guys are torturing our boy. That's fucked up.
we should have had him on though, just like in the suit and then just like ranting. It's like I would just fucking package pile drive Bill Nighy right through a fucking table.
Not Bill Nighy.
Kruger and Ozzy were well, they don't
like this shit. I'll just be honest.
Yeah. Ozzy doesn't watch movies. No, he's doing trivia shit. So
Ozzy's just mad that he doesn't get nominated for best hair. You got to make a movie, Ozzy, to qualify.
he's
Sorry.
been in a few.
Yeah, he has been, but yeah,
I'm still bummed I missed his first stand-up set.
we're not counting the adult films there. Backdoor Chileans 10. It's just not a related movie.
You want to make it even worse? Go year old. Boom.
But anyways, Backdoor Chileans 10 coming to 4K.
Ew. What's the next one? Let's move the fuck on.
That got an ew out of Pugs.
I don't think you heard what I said before.
Yeah.
When
So
you
now
watch
they're gonna
back
go-
and listen back.
Supporting
All right.
actress.
Is this me or Dan? He threw me off with that.
We're off, but I'll go because I think it's me.
Sure, let's just do that.
All right, supporting actress. We have Angela Bassett for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I've shit on that movie, but she's good in that. Hong Chow for The Whale. Carrie Condon for The Banshees of Inisherin. Jamie Lee Curtis for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Bullshit. Stephanie. Who is it? Who? How do you say HSU? I should know.
Well, as the host of this show, Dan, this means you should have went on YouTube before we
and
started
I
recording.
did, but I do not remember. But for Everything Everywhere
I
All at
think
Once.
that says silent too.
All right. Yeah, I thought it's who. All right. So this one's actually so Jamie Lee Curtis. I didn't think. I mean, she was fine. This is another one.
She had strong moments though, dude.
She was a caricature, but
I don't quite see best supporting actress. I don't get it.
yeah, I agree, Pugs. There's scenes though that I get what the Academy saw.
And it's also like it's Jamie Lee Curtis. About like time.
That's what I think it is. It's like a desire to nominate Jamie Lee Curtis, and it's not her best work.
Why couldn't it have been for Ends? That would
and
I can't jump on board, dude.
She fucking sucks in Ends. She is not good in Ends. She is a bad. That is a
Can we not?
Kills is her worst role of the. Kills is way worse.
She's
her
bad in Kills too.
She's worse than Kills.
Worse than Kills. I'll give you that.
Fish called
But-
Wanda.
All right.
What? Oh, I
so-
thought you said she was worse than a fish cause.
No, it's a
No.
fish called Wanda.
Yeah.
But
Five
moving
stars.
on.
We'll have to cover that on Farce now.
Support. Sorry, lost my spot.
I know. I was
Actress
about
in
to
a
take it.
actress in a supporting role. All right, so my pick for this one's fairly easy. I'm going to go with Hong Chow for The Whale. I thought she was excellent in that film. Brendan Fraser, of course, hits you in the feels, but so does she. I think when I look at everybody on this list, Carrie Condon was great in Banshees of Inisherin, but I think Hong Chow had more moments in her supporting role. So she's my pick. I mean, being that The Whale isn't up for other stuff,
I fucked it up.
I don't know. Fuck it. I'm going to pick her across the board because it really should be. And not sure. I think it's a shame if Jamie Lee Curtis wins this one because it's political over who's best.
Well, Jamie Lee Curtis is my pick.
I don't think that one's political.
It's political in the sense that they
she
want to
doesn't have
nominate Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's
You know.
There are standout moments for me, and I that's why I'm picking her. But I think the Academy will choose Angela Bassett just because, you know, their lives matter and shit. Also, she is fucking great in whatever she does, even if the movie's mediocre. That not soliloquy, that fucking speech she gave about her family losing. I'm like, okay, this is kind of powerful. Too bad the rest of the movie isn't as good as this.
Yeah. We'll see. I have no idea. That one's a toss-up.
My pick is Stephanie Hu from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, it was borderline for her, but
I mean that. But I also think Angela Bettis.
Angela
Bassett.
One day.
Fingers crossed.
If she got the
A tan.
All right.
I went that time.
So then I read next, or Todd?
No, so it's on me.
Yeah.
All right. But I see it takes me a second because I got to go and switch name boards.
Oh shit, we had animated feature the entire time.
See,
Okay, now we're good.
there we go. Okay, so all right,
You
best
fix it in
actor-
post, Todd.
There is no posted. Oh wait. So which one are we? We're actress. Wait,
You're
Actor.
actress in
Actor
a
and-
leading role.
we're
No,
actor
no.
in a supporting role.
Actor in a supporting role.
No, you're actress in a leading role if you're going by.
Yeah. No, we're not. That's the
Okay,
next one.
sorry, I got two lists. Actor in a supporting role.
You
There
smug fuck.
Sorry. Goddamn.
All right, since Dan doesn't know supporting is two different categories. Actor
Look,
in a supporting role: Brendan Gleeson, The Banshees of Inisherin; Brian Tyree Henry, Causeway; Judd Hirsch, The Fablemans; Barry Cogan, The Banshees of Inisherin; and K Hugh Kwan, Everything Everywhere All at Once. All right. Well, who wants to go first, or should I take it?
I can go.
Pugs.
All right. The Brian Tyree Henry, I think that should be for the lead, but whatever. I would like Barry Keoghan to win just because he's phenomenal. Two, he's gonna be the Joker and he's gonna fucking rock. And he goes for it. He's a brave actor and I fucking dig that. But nostalgia factor, and he did a fucking fantastic job. The speech at the end, I'm gonna have to pick I think the Academy will pick Ki Han Kwan for Everything Everywhere All at Once. And it's a phenomenal job. Like, this one's kind of tough.
I'm 100% with your pick of short round winning for Everything Everywhere All at Once. But my pick, 100% Judd Hirsch. His speech and The Fablemans, I was like, all right, I get it now.
Okay.
So,
No, nothing wrong with that. He was amazing. But man,
so
these were hard. But okay, anyway. Dan?
all right. So supporting actor.
did you hear my pick, Stan? I don't know if you did.
No, go one more time. Sorry, I had to run out.
No, that's fine. I just was curious if you wanted to know. If you don't want to know, just go
I
ahead.
would have rewound, but go for it. Let me know.
I picked Judd Hirsch's was an easy pick for me, and short round for.
Oh, okay.
I
think
went
my-
with Joker for my pick and short round to take the gold.
All right. So my pick for supporting actor. So first, I want to just talk about this because it's a one nominated film, Causeway. I was excited to watch this. I like Brian Tyree Henry, and I have no issues with him being nominated. He was good in that
Lead
movie.
though, not supporting.
Yeah, Willie Mack.
I'm so what? You're
Moving
throwing
on.
me off, Todd.
I'm
All right, so Causeway I thought was kind of a weak movie. It's
Really?
it's about
Hmm.
I didn't think there was much to it. I mean Jennifer Lawrence is good, Brian, and he's good too. I don't know. I've seen better films about PTSD. I really have, and I don't think it's unauthentic, but that one just kind of ended, and I was like, I totally understand why that's not up for other stuff. But he's very good. My pick for this one though is Brendan Gleeson for Banshees of Inisherin. I've always been a huge fan of his. Pugs, have you watched Mr. Mercedes?
No, but I keep hearing I need to.
You in particular really need to.
That's on Hulu, right?
Well, Todd too. I don't know where it's streaming now. It was
I
a
think
weird.
it's Hulu.
The
I think it's
Blu-ray
Hulu now.
Okay, they are on Blu-ray, region-free Blu-rays.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah, I
that
think-
multiple times, and it's on my list to get to. Just
They
Yeah.
told you multiple times.
3 seasons, and I guarantee that one. So yeah, he's my pick. I don't think he's going to win though. My prediction, it does kind of seem like Judd Hirsch is getting up there. Probably unlikely to be nominated for something again. But I don't know. I just get this feeling that Ke Huy Quan might take it for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I think you will.
So I'm going to predict him.
I was thinking Indiana Jones on that statue.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
That if he accepts that like that, fucking A, best Oscars ever.
I'm gonna tell you right now, my rating is going to be immediately lower if he doesn't show up in the next Indiana Jones movie.
Sure.
Swear to God, I'm gonna be pissed. It is the best Indiana Jones movie ever made, the original Temple of Doom. Sorry, not the original, the first one in the timeline.
Shout out to Big Crack Rock in the chat and Cynical. Shout out on the Rob Black Show. I'm behind because I've been watching movies. Did we get a shout out on the Rob Black Show?
Cool.
Uh,
I haven't
yeah.
heard it.
Yes, we did.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
awesome.
Yes.
Big fan.
Rob Black Show, XPW, very entertaining. You should sub to that if you are a wrestling fan, or even if it's entertaining, even if you're not.
Maybe I'll pull the clip and we'll.
You want to hear a dad talk about his kids like a real person? Boom.
Right. Oh, I relate so much when he calls him the word that we're not allowed to say.
Yeah. That was another thing in the woman story. Did we go over that one yet?
Which one?
With all the female stories?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I'll wait.
What is that up for?
Okay, well, there's a story in that movie where a mom is dealing with these pain in the ass kids, but by the end, there's a gift that's given, and like she just melts. I'm like, oh, this is why you do it, because of those moments like that. That's fucking adorable. Like, yeah, Todd, I'm pretty sure you can relate to that shit. So.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the hell it was nominated for. Have we talked about
I
it
think,
already?
Well,
I think it's actress or something.
While we're figuring that out, can I just predict what Rob Black said?
Sure.
That Dan guy has the coolest fucking hat I've ever seen.
You're dreaming, homie.
Definitely the star of that show. I'm not doing a good Rob Black, but nonetheless, that is what I think he said. He is awesome.
He's smarter than that.
Yeah, your name was never brought up.
No, that's fucked up. Well, it will be. It will be. I'm sure I'm his favorite.
Oh yeah, I'm on the blacklist. I don't want him coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is not with us, so if you see him on the 22nd, unless he has a giant handprint across his face, then he's with us.
I will slap fight Ozzy Gillette.
Okay, calm down there,
I
Big
did
Willie.
not agree to fight
Calm
like a
down.
legit
Okay.
slap fighting.
So you want Chris Rock instead? We get it.
Oh,
Big
Will
Willie
Smith
style.
would have gotten the shit beat out of him by me.
Okay.
I think you might even give me Will Smith. I don't
Well,
think Will
I mean-
Smith.
have you
Uh,
No, Chris Rock said it best in his stupid stand-up that I actually went to. He's like, Will Smith played Ali. Of course he can fight. He takes his shirt off in movies. If I had a surgery in a movie, I'd have a sweater on. He
got in
although-
shape. He did.
he
He took the training.
He did lie though. He said he'd never be in a movie with his shirt off. He is in CB4 without his shirt off. It's not a pretty sight.
Well, there you go.
But he should have said, "I've never
Kofi
been in a
Kingston.
movie with my shirt off since CB4."
Okay.
I just want to hear CB4 get some goddamn love.
Well, didn't get any Academy love.
It should have. Straight out of Low Cash. Straight out of Low Cash, not nominated for Best Original Song is legitimately a crime.
All right.
So is that the way the kids do it? Use legitimately completely wrong.
Legit. Or literally.
Oh, we got Hardcore Hillbilly in the chat. Or we think that's him.
Damn. He's talking shit. This is the one.
I am not accepted.
There you go. Slap that fucking head off of him, Hardcore.
I tap out.
No.
My challenge was to Ozzy V. Ozzy
Hardcore Hillbilly. That's
He's a legit slap fighter. He's going to take me out. I'll admit when I'm outmatched. Ozzy, I will slap fight though on camera.
Some CB4 getting some love, sweat from my balls.
All right.
Senecal. I went to that tour, and I think if it was filmed at the Shrine because there were cameras, yeah, but I think it's edited together. I don't think it was just
it was the first ever live Netflix special.
Oh, then I didn't go to that one, but I went to that. I saw the same set of bits he did.
It's annoying because he fucks up one bit, and it was a 2-second cut that I would have fixed it.
Oh, okay.
And it even says, recorded live and edited, but it's not the part that should be edited.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah.
Still worked. I was like, oh, that's like the big moment you fucked the movies up. He switched them, but he caught it.
Amateur.
Best actress is next.
All right. Well,
we're getting towards the end. I should remind everybody though listening, we will have our live watch along. We got our papers here to see how we did as far as predictions and everything.
And Dan, always make sure you have your papers.
I've got my papers here.
Sure.
All right. So yes, actress in a leading role. We have Cate Blanchett from Tar, Ana de Armas from Blonde, Andrea Riseborough from To Leslie, Michelle Williams from The Fabelmans, and Michelle Yeoh from Everything Everywhere All at Once. All right, so talk a little bit about these. Cate Blanchett's fantastic. She always is. I mean, you're 20 plus years now of Oscar history with her. Tar is a slog. Like, I'm going to be honest, that one was not compelling to me.
The last 45 minutes I will fight you on, but everything else, yeah, I agree.
That was it's not Phantom Thread level where it's just fucking movie.
If they didn't pick up in that last 45, dude, yeah, I'd be treating it like you guys treated Phantom Thread, right? I should too.
I was already checked out by then.
I mean, I have no issues nominating her. She's a great actress and she's a great performance. Just that movie was it's not on my list to actually go and watch. Ana de Armas, I love her. I didn't really believe her as Marilyn Monroe.
Movie's a piece of shit. It's so bad.
I wouldn't call it a piece of shit. I actually like the movie.
Piece of shit.
Now, why do you say piece of shit?
Because it's so boring. It's just the only good part is the last 10 minutes. And I'm like, all right, that was cool. Oh, and then we're done.
I think you were expecting some more.
I was
expecting actual story that.
Biopic. Yeah.
I'm with Todd. I'm closer to Todd on this. I think I like it more than you do. But yeah, that one. Scene. I should have been all that.
I'm surprised you even say that though, considering how much you don't like her casting.
I enjoyed the movie. I think she was miscast. Now I don't think Razzie. I just think she was miscast.
Oh, I do. It was shit.
Oh, I'm surprised the intense hatred. I didn't mind it.
I don't hate it. Her.
Well, I do definitely like the nakedness. I'm sure.
Well, yeah, but that's Dan.
Now you got it.
Okay.
That's not the only reason,
but it's the main one.
Yeah. All right.
It didn't move me in the way
it moved something.
Moved something. It didn't warm the heart, I shall say.
I'm gonna ask her if she wants to play Irreversible. I hope she says no.
Beautiful and talented lady. Who this just wasn't her movie. Andrea Riseborough for To Leslie. I thought she was fantastic. That's
Indie
actually
Phantom.
an unusually uplifting movie.
Hold up, Dan.
too.
Indie Phantom. It's not really a biopic based on the Joyce Carol Oates novel,
Yeah.
which is only loosely based on Monroe.
Yeah,
That wasn't really clear then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Actually, thanks for pointing that out. But
But
Yeah,
Indie Phantom, I gave it Blonde a 2.5, but kind of want to see it again on my 4K projector. Haha. Yeah, you're gonna watch that one on loop. I get it. I would do
Didn't save it.
it.
it's Mr. Skinning the time codes as we speak.
Well, if you're doing that, then you're doing the Lord's work and just send us the time codes.
Please and thank you.
But Andrea, I thought was really good. I mean, that movie has some humor too. It's a little more on the light side, like sometimes stuff that's a little bit too uplifting doesn't always do as well with the Oscars. And I wasn't sure going into that. I was like, okay, is this going to be kind of more of a gut punch? But I enjoyed her performance quite a bit in To Leslie.
I didn't think the swerve landed though because she never she never actually said what she was to her. So was that supposed to be a reveal? Because I kind of figured that out while watching the movie.
I'm trying to think what you're talking about.
The mom. She kept calling her Nancy.
Yeah.
Was that supposed to be a surprise? Because if that's so, that part did not work.
It was.
Okay, because she didn't say it the whole movie until the end.
I think that's just because she could finally say it.
Okay, but all right.
I mean, that's the way I took it. I mean,
for me, I was like, is that supposed to be a fucking surprise? Because that's a terrible fucking. It was done like bad.
What'd you do in this one?
But I thought she came off as a real person. We all probably know that person, and that, I enjoyed it. I think she definitely 60. So To Leslie, I do recommend. Michelle Williams, Fableman, she's always great. Michelle
Except in H2O.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But she's better than Josh Hartnett's hair. So there's
recently always great.
Getting bugs.
Michelle Yeoh, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Now, I think we would all probably predict, because this is the one thing I have heard, that it's Michelle Yeoh's year.
I am so excited for them to say Michelle, and then watch Williams just get crushed, or watch the entire crowd lose their fucking shit, and then they say Williams, like, whoa, Ryan. Either way, it's a win-win.
It's all white. I mean, right.
This is a weird category because I don't have a strong opinion.
Really?
I like everybody, but I don't have that guy on the hill. It's got to be.
Dude, Everything Ever All at Once. She outacted everyone in this fucking category, except maybe Cate Blanchett.
Well, yeah. I don't think Andrea's gonna win it over her. Michelle Yeoh is definitely my prediction. And it's a great performance too. It's not the type of movie that you would normally expect, but
dude, the emotion in how do you say Everything Ever All at Once last name? Michelle Yeoh?
Michelle Yeoh.
Yo, dude, her
just
performance.
Remember,
Yo's. Well, go ahead.
Oh, she's gonna win it. I think this is one of the more likely ones. I'll do a sweep. I'm very close to kind of wanting to pick Andrea, but we'll make it a sweep for Michelle Yeoh. And I mean, I've been a fan of Michelle Yeoh for years. It's really cool to see her recognized. Not exactly known. Well, no, I take that back. It's still a martial arts film. It's a lot of other things too, but
yeah, it's everything. It's everywhere. It's all at once, Dan.
There you go. How about you, gentlemen?
Todd? Okay. No. Go for it, dude.
We keep doing that. My pick, Easy Andrea To Leslie, was I really love that movie. I like just slice of life movie stuff like that. Florida Project.
I do too.
Just a little, about people. So that was my pick. I loved her performance. But yeah, it's Michelle Yeoh's year. I mean, and I think her performance is so strong. I'm not going to argue it. and that's why I think the Academy's going to pick it. But yeah, to Leslie,
The interaction Michelle Yeoh has with her daughter throughout the entire thing, and in the end, give it to her. I don't even think anybody should waste their time showing up.
I'm not like
That's not
big
shitting on them either, by the way.
No, I get it, and I kind of think that's why I'm okay picking someone else for that because I know she's going to get it.
If it was to only get one thing, I have no real issues there. She's really good in that movie.
I think she fucking deserves this one, dude. Like in the fucking laundromat alone. Fuck, dude. Fuck, she did so good.
Yeah, she's had a lot of good performances recently. That Christmas movie that came out a few years ago, she was good in that. She's been doing a lot of different things, which I think is really cool.
Halloween Ends.
What? I'm Michelle Yeoh is too good for that fucking steaming pile.
She was in the background.
Other time at Jamie Lee, I was checking.
Yeah, pay attention, you fuck.
I'm fucking producing, checking notes, clicking buttons. Oh yeah, I should be on the comments.
All right, actor. All right, I'm going to read these off relatively fast here, but we do have I believe it was a one and only actor in a leading role: Austin Butler for Elvis, Colin Farrell for The Banshees of Inisherin, Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Paul Mescal for Aftersun, and Bill Nighy for Living. So I just want to talk first, since it's not really come up much yet. Paul Mescal, Aftersun, another heartbreaker. That's a really good movie that I loved. Powerful, especially once you kind of start to figure where it's going. Anybody could kind of imagine how you would feel, and that one hit hard. That's one of the hard hitters. And another one, Aftersun, that could easily replace Black Panther and fucking Avatar 2.
You should use Triangle of Sadness before Black
Triangle of Sadness 2.
No, I'm just saying, politically, it's a risk.
Well, Aftersun, Empire of Light, those should be up in the Best Picture category over any of those. It's ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, I Aftersun you should check out. Great, another Irish film too. Great year for Ireland at the Oscars. So my pick though here, I mean, it's got to be Brendan Fraser for The Whale.
Gotta be, but I fucking hope so.
I do not understand why The Whale is not up for more. So I got a lot of people to watch this that I think were a little bit hesitant. A lot, actually. I think like a dozen people.
Afraid to look at their future?
Well, we're a horror community. Like a lot of people don't watch
it's their future. Yeah.
But that one hit pretty hard for a lot of people.
I wish he'd like spent 20 minutes like on a message board or something. Would have been perfect. Go ahead,
but yeah, this movie I think is just something special. It's a performance that I think we'll be talking about 30 years from now. I think it's still going to stand out and be remembered. Now, oddly enough, though, he's my pick. He's not my prediction. I think they're going to give it to Austin Butler. I think that's bullshit. Not that he was bad. It's just
why, Dan? Because hashtag.
Oh, Oscar so skinny. Yeah. And,
I was gonna say, I forgot about that. I was gonna say R.I.P. Lisa.
You guys like forgot our hashtag gimmick, and like it hasn't been 2 hours.
That's almost 2 hours. So yeah, I think they're going to give it to Austin Butler, and I think he's a very good actor. I didn't hate the movie. I had some major issues with the movie. I'll tell you, I watched it with my mom, who loves Elvis, and she did not care for it. She thought the ending was good.
I have a bunch of Elvis like purists, and they like split down the middle. Like they legitimately argue about this. It's hilarious.
Tom Hanks was distracting. Like every time he was on screen, I was just like, eh.
Did she have the Lovecraft
TCB?
Country? No, the Lovecraft Country problem. Like the modern music in the movie.
Oh, my mom. I don't think she said anything about it. So
Okay, no, I was just curious. I know that was a beef some people had.
no, she
They
didn't.
don't understand what a score is, and
Yeah,
whatever.
No, I get that. I didn't have an issue with
Why
it.
do they have this damn music in Elvis? Back in my day, no, sorry.
But no, it was nothing like that. She just thought like it was good at the end, but she just thought it was not. It wasn't the powerful film she was expecting.
Butler was great in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Hmm.
I have
He's
no
good here. I think he should be here. I think his performance was outstanding. Outstanding.
win.
That's
Should
a
not win.
caricature. I am 100% with Dan. The Whale should win, but Elvis is probably going to get it. That's what I think the Academy will do.
I've seen
Again,
Elvis
fatphobic.
impersonators in Vegas that are pretty damn good too.
An industry invented by Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
Again,
So-
I think everyone here is fucking phenomenal, but across the board for me is Brendan Fraser. Like, I really hope they get the stick out of their ass and just give it to him. But Lisa Marie Presley just died, so they may do that. But we'll see.
Well, was the voting? I forget when they vote. Would that have been before?
I don't know. It's like a 2-week cutoff, I think. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, that might tilt it.
But I really hope Brendan Fraser gets it because one, he deserves it. Fucking Encino Man is the shit. Like Robot Man.
I don't know that he deserves it for Encino.
They need to make up for lost
Well,
fucking
no,
time.
you're naming all the reasons he probably won't get it.
Yeah, that's
no,
the thing.
but
Do
he
you
got
think
sexually
gets-
harassed too, so maybe they'll be like, all right,
They're
here's,
like-
here's some
That
hush.
balance is out.
Do you think that I mean he's done some bad movies? Do you think they put and I think that's what happened to Mickey Rourke. I think that's what happened to Eddie Murphy for sure.
Adam Sandler.
Well, Eddie Murphy acted like a
Adam
fucking
Sandler.
dickhead. So yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Eddie Murphy was.
But no, I really, I just hope Brendan Fraser. I love this movie. It is fucking heartbreaking. It is my future. Except I told you, like the pornography watch is gonna be different. You know, at that point, am I gonna let myself go that far? Who fucking knows? But man, that snack drawer goals.
I think I can quote him. Friend of the show, Steak Sauce, watched The Whale, and he's like, "Man, I really related to that movie, except the fapping part, not that."
Yeah.
So,
Are you guys like writing down recipes how he eats his pizza?
Yeah, I was like, why have I never thought about using?
live watch along, like just like let's recreate his choices in the movie.
Get the community to all do like 2 minutes of the movie. We'll get the whole thing done.
Live read along.
No. I'm
Yeah,
just
we
saying-
read the fucking.
Yeah.
I know. I don't want to read. Like we're all gonna do like
Dude,
2-minute clips. Of the
that-
whole movie.
When he figured out she wrote a haiku, I thought that was fucking really cool. And just in general, I was like, oh, this bitch is smart. She just doesn't try. It was great.
Yeah.
Somebody who's like having computer issues can just do that against the wall. All right, so moving on. Where are we at here? We are on directing.
Mm.
We're coming up to the end. We got 2 more.
Who's it on?
Mr. Todd.
All
think so.
right. Directing. Okay. You know what's weird? On best directing, it doesn't tell me the directors on this thing.
Just you
Oh,
can just
no.
name the movie.
I know, but it's weird. It doesn't name them. Okay. Best director. The films are for best directing: Banshee of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fablemans, directed by Steven Spielberg, Tar, Triangle of Sadness. All right. Cameron's AI did not get a nod for directing, but
Which is a little surprising, but he probably maybe that person at Fox he shit on got some revenge. I doubt it. He could be like, just leave me alone. Give me the best picture. Give it to the other people. I swear to God, though, we need real riots if that happens.
he's busy making his house from Future Man. Future Man. Yeah.
Shall I? Or,
All right, yeah, go for it, Pugs. So Dan, Pugs, Dan, either.
so I think Triangle and Tar aren't even in the fucking conversation for me. The Fablemans and Banshees of Inisherin are fucking great, but we get action we get drama, we get sadness, we get happy, all the fucking emotions in Everything Everywhere All at Once. That's the only reason why I'm picking that movie. The movie I like the most out of these is probably The Banshees out of Inisherin, but Everything Everywhere All at Once is undeniable. So I'm going to pick that one across the board.
I'm gonna say Everything Everywhere All at Once. That director Daniel Scheinert has an awesome name. Best name out of the group. True story.
Maybe that's why they left him off here.
True story. A
Shows up
couple
in a hat.
people when I first went on Region Free back in the day, which there might be some interesting things coming up. That they thought I was that guy, and I just kind of rolled with it. I can't remember if any of you are listening. I just said, yeah, that's me. But yeah,
That's funny.
so there were a couple, and I apologize if you thought I was being a dick, but I did roll with that because I got a couple random messages, and I was like, yeah, that's me, man. I'll sign your Swiss Army Man poster next time if you want it.
Harry Potter's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, Harry Potter, you know, man, he tried to grab my dick, and I didn't appreciate that very much. But other than that, you know. All right. So, anyways,
Dan wishes Harry Potter would try to grab his dick.
He wants to be his hand in Guns Akimbo. Like, just fucking nail it to me.
All right. So, directing here. Now, this one's weird because I do also believe that in this one we have two directors for Everything Everywhere All at Once that are nominated. If I'm not mistaken, let me see. I'll double confirm this because this list was a little bit weird, and maybe I'm wrong.
Well, while you look for that, I was gonna
What are you
say
trying
this.
to ask,
before-
Dan?
Daniel Kwan was also nominated, so you have two nominees
okay.
for it, which is not on this list, is what I was saying.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what list you're looking at, but yes, there's two.
So-
It's directed by two people, and they're both nominated.
So my question
Separately?
there, separately. My question, which is
Wait,
weird.
they're
my
not. Oh,
question
wait. So
there-
they're nominated separately.
Separately, at least on the list that I had.
Let me look at
Now,
the
doesn't that fuck them?
I don't.
kind of if they are actually separate, which I'm looking up right now.
Yeah, you can confirm it.
I don't think
Maybe
I
I have a mistake, but I had them on my list as both. It had them listed separately, which is confusing. I
Well,
would
no.
think that it would be a co-effort.
Is yours the Academy list or just one you Googled?
What I wrote them down, so I don't know what it
Okay.
was, but I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, I could be. I'm just checking if it's user error.
It could have been user error. I just comparing
They're
these
nominated
different
together.
ones.
Yeah, that's-
Together. All right.
yeah.
I was gonna say I saw that and I was like, that doesn't
Kate
really make
Blanchett.
sense. All right, so that makes it a little bit easier then. I want Martin McDonough for Banshees of Inisherin. That's my pick. I'm just curious if everything is going to make a sweep here. I feel like there might be.
This is Spielberg's.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I wish he
Yeah,
was there
I
more
think
time.
I'm gonna have to predict Spielberg. I don't think that's gonna get Best Picture, although stranger things have happened. But that's my prediction. I think it's gonna be different this year. It's not gonna director and picture might not be the same, possibly. So yeah.
All right. Todd?
All right. Well, I'm going to pick the Fablemans because I don't know how I could pick against Steven Spielberg, right?
I did, but yeah.
Banshees is so good though. I
It
think
is.
it's the better
It
movie.
is, but
It
I
is.
think Everything Everywhere All at Once. It should win, and I think it will.
My big gripe with the Fablemans is I really enjoyed watching these children make movies. If we could just focus on that more instead of the family stuff, I would have had like I think I would like it a little more, and I already fucking like it a lot. So
All right.
watching him come up with the special effects, I was like, yes, this is cool.
You know what's funny about the Fablemans? Everything that I looked up on it seems like it's pretty damn close, at least Spielberg's telling of his life completely. Yet he said, like, well, no, I didn't want to literally make it me.
He embellished some, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that there was as much of embellishment. He just didn't want it. I get it. It's like kind of weird directing a movie that's your own life. It's a little pretentious, maybe, or at least that's what
It was
in his
filmed
head.
in Whittier, not far from where I work. So
Oh, okay. Nice. So yeah. All right. Best picture, main event time.
All right.
Gentlemen.
I believe that's me, right? You want to take turns with me?
What is Dan talking about? See, he's trying to do it again.
No, that's fine. We can take turns. This is the main event.
No.
I'm fine.
Well,
with
first I forgot to change this.
that. There you go.
Yeah. Fucking
Second.
God.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Dan's
Mr.
like,
Todd,
God,
you
he
have the honor.
remembered it this year.
You didn't tell me who it was, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, I never do till we're on the show. Now I just got to find her. What?
Who this for those unfamiliar, this is basically biggest shitbag of the
Huh?
year.
What?
Up your ass. This is an honor to be in this. Dan, you've changed.
All right. Well, unfortunately, Harvey couldn't get it again because it is a lifetime achievement award. Even though he did have a big 2022, very
If he has a
newsworthy.
life sentence, though, can it be for that too?
This isn't the WWE Hall of Fame. You can't get in here like
Nice.
35 times. A lifetime is a lifetime.
Okay.
Now, unless we put in Miramax together, but unless Bob has some accusations, I don't know if that's going to happen. So if that faction goes in, there you go. I mean, and then Kevin Spacey again, but he had another 2022. Unfortunately, the 2022, see if Dan knew what the Fatty Arbuckle really was, has to go to Johnny Depp. Come on, it was 2022. It's his year. How did you think it was going to be anything?
Doesn't a lot of that stretch into 2021? No, well,
No,
I
it
guess
counts.
maybe.
Yeah, but all right. I'm in. Fuck yeah. Congratulations, Mr. Depp. You deserve it. And we're going to send you a month's supply of Charmin.
All right. Well, I was going to send him 5 across the eyes, but whatever.
That
works.
too.
All right. So now the main event.
No, we're done now. That was it. That was the main event. You'd be glad I put it second to last.
Best picture, which I think it's on me. I'll read it. I don't care.
It's not, but we'll take turns reading it. So
Yeah,
go
we're
ahead.
gonna-
So you do one, I'll do the next one.
Oh, all right. Best picture. All Quiet on the Western Front.
Avatar: The Way of Water.
The Banshees of Inisherin.
Elvis.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
The Fablemans.
Tar.
Top Gun: Maverick.
Triangle of Sadness.
And Women Talking.
Poor Dan had to do that.
All right.
All right.
I thought that was a great movie. We haven't
no, I
talked
did
about it much. Oh, all right.
So we'll just go down the line, talk about All Quiet on the Western Front first, whatever we haven't gone through yet.
Where was the Tell It Like a Woman one that we watched?
That's what I'm saying.
I believe that.
Oh, the
was
song.
Song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just the song. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Oh shit!
why
I didn't even fucking blow RRR like I should have. That movie was made for me. I fucking loved it.
there are fan celebration screenings.
Oh yeah, I didn't go because I hadn't seen it at that point, but I probably would have manned the fuck up and went had I seen it before. That
I remember
movie
it
was
used to always be on the AMC app, and I was like, no.
shit. It's that's
Yeah, not for me.
for me.
All right.
It's all right.
All Quiet on the Western Front. Go for it, Dan.
Great war film. It really is, and it's hard to stand out. It's really hard to stand out as a war film because there's so many. It's all been essentially tackled before.
Excuse me.
I say watch it though. If you are a fan of war films, I think it's a must watch.
I agree. I think you can throw this up there with like Saving Private Ryan and like Wind Talkers as being like a go-to war movie.
It's up there. That's good. Wind Talkers doesn't get mentioned.
It should.
It should. It is a great film.
I
I don't think it's quite Saving Private Ryan.
It's
level,
no 1917 either. This is me though.
I do like that movie. The Abdul the Butcher Fork moment, fucking fantastic. I just like them talking about their families at home, and then the bonding between bros, and then when war is actually real and like all these brave kids are like, wait a minute, this is fucked. I want to go home, and you can't. It's fucked up. War sucks. So,
Oh yeah.
and this lets you know how much it sucks. Yeah, it's great.
We did not talk too much about Top Gun Maverick, which I think was surprisingly really good. But
We saw that thing like 13 times.
Now, yeah, that I don't
liked it.
quite get. Like, I hate
Wait,
the
what?
first
13
film.
times? That's ridiculous.
Ozzy the whole time had like a fan like blowing his hair.
Yeah, he was just looking for hair moments. That's cool. Dude, those dogfight scenes that were fucking hard as fuck with the up and down. I was like, okay, I
could just watch Star
understand.
Wars.
True, but like I understand why people enjoy this. Like,
It's
you also
better-
don't like propaganda movies, so
Oh, it's the first one. Jesus, even in 3D.
Well, the first one's much more of a propaganda movie.
Oh no, this one toned
you
it
can
down.
still join the fucking Air Force.
Well, yeah, sure. But it's a lot better than I expected it to be. I don't think it's like the best film of the year, which a lot of people would say. But it was a surprise. Like, I did enjoy it, and that alone is...
My company made some awards for Brett Ratner's Rack Pack producers for that movie when it crossed $1 billion. So I think it's pretty cool.
There you go. Let's see. What else did we not talk about much today? We
Tar,
mentioned
we really didn't go over anything with Tar.
Tar.
Let's just start at the bottom. Just check.
Okay.
Women's hockey.
Talking.
We said a little bit about that one, right?
The story behind that I thought was really interesting with the assaults with the Amish women. I wasn't too sure about that movie, although Frances McDormand, usually I'm in. Like, she always slays it, although she's not the biggest part of this particular movie. But I thought everybody was great. I mean, the fact that this happened. Yeah, I know you don't like her. The fact that
Which one?
This
Rooney
happened.
Mara, the cunt.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan of hers either, but
Yeah,
The fact though that this happened not too long ago.
that's wild.
The whole like Amish society. That's another one that kind of made me want to like punch an Amish dude, because it just like that's fucked up.
They're not hashtag not all Amish.
Well, what you're doing to your like your
Dude,
ladies there, like you're gonna like sell your shit to bail them out of jail.
Dan was
Come on.
taking notes the whole time.
Ugh.
This is proof though that I'm still a fucking asshole deep inside, because there are some scenes that are fucked up, but I'm giggling because like, oh, I think it was yours because it came out a little wrong or however she worded it, and then again the comedic timing of watching a woman come in all fucking beat up, and then the daughter comes right behind him with another fucking shiner. It's terrible. I shouldn't be laughing, but I thought that was pretty funny. Oh, also the dude who plays Q. I forgot his name in there. Alan Dean, the guy who was taking notes.
Yeah, he was.
Where
great.
the fuck is his nomination?
I thought he would get one. Probably not win, but I thought he warranted.
Okay. So how's it going to look if the man is the only one who wins an award for
like
women's
like
hockey?
the times are changing back in the right direction.
The only thing that if this movie would have had Rebecca Hall, this would have been 100% my best
Oh.
picture pick.
Fuck me. Yeah, dude.
Pretty much everybody was great in that movie.
Even Rooney Mara, even though I don't like her, but yeah, she's talented.
Indy has a question. What win or loss would surprise you the most? How do you think they'll reference the slap? Well, Jimmy's obviously got to bring up the slap in the monologue. And I hope Adam Carolla comes and smacks him for real.
Adam Carolla would be a funnier host at this point.
If Triangle of Sadness wins, I will be shocked. I might even have like a full-blown whale moment.
It won't. I
But
feel.
that's the question, dude.
Yeah.
What would surprise?
I haven't heard a lot of buzz. I mean, I could see something like a Tar winning, but everybody seems to think Everything Everywhere All at Once is going to sweep everything. I don't know that that's the case.
I don't think it'll sweep everything.
Stop Asian hate.
I could see Banshees getting it.
I fucking hope so. That would rock.
I'd like to see that. We haven't made our picks yet, but
No. Honestly,
You know-
there's a lot of these movies. No, a good amount of them. I wouldn't care if they won. Like, it's fine.
Avatar, I'd want to slap somebody. I don't think that's going to happen. The fact that it's nominated makes me want to slap somebody. It's ridiculous.
It's still a quality picture put together, Dan. Like, it's not just story.
I didn't say it was a bad
No,
movie.
but that's why it's in here, because it's put together well.
It does not deserve it. It's not Oscar quality. It's not.
I'm
But-
happy to be in here.
You know.
What is Oscar quality? Whatever they want to stroke each other off over. So
Would
It
you
doesn't always have to be a
compare
dramatic
that?
piece, dude.
Wow. I don't know. Would you compare that to some of the greats that have been?
yeah, but
even
if you look
like
back,
mid tier,
if you look back at the Oscar winners, they really don't tell it. Like, it doesn't set, like, you can't look back at those and be like, oh, I kind of get what was going on in the world half the time. It's just weird fucking period pieces that no one gives a shit about in like 5 years. I'm sorry, rambling.
The Whale is one that I think people will give a shit about in the future. That could have taken that spot.
Because everyone's featured, dude.
Um,
Wally.
exactly. What would shock me the most would be Top Gun winning Best Picture, and I'll tell you why. Because that would be the shift that people have been complaining for forever. The most popular movie winning.
I mean, Scientology and Tom Cruise, they do have the pull to make that happen.
So that actually happening would surprise me. See, Avatar doesn't.
Wow.
I don't think they would, because I mean it's Cameron, and that wouldn't be like if Top Gun is 100% a summer popcorn flick. So
Triangle of Sadness is the one where I'm like, nah, this is ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous.
all right, so let's finish on our picks though.
All right. My personal pick is Banshees of Inisherin. Based on what's nominated, it would have been The Whale. My prediction, I could see Banshees pulling an upset. I hope it's not Elvis. I hope it's not Avatar. But there's potential for a lot of surprises here. Who do I think? I just don't know that they're going to give Everything Everywhere All at Once Best Picture, but fuck it, I'll predict it, I guess. I'll go with the popular theory there.
Dan, we are actually on the exact same page, because I do think the Banshees of Inisherin, I actually like that more than The Whale, and I fucking love The Whale, but I do think the Academy will give it to Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I'm fine with it. I'm fine.
There's about at least 3 or 4 that might have a shot.
Eh.
I remember I didn't think Moonlight would win, I think, that
Well, it
year.
didn't, and then they changed their mind.
They're like, whoa, you see who's coming to the stage? Flip that.
That is mortifying. Like, that you get up there and you have to hand it back. Like, holy
You
shit.
just grab it and rub it.
Oh, no. Come get it.
Where's Big Willie? All right.
Todd?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do Everything Everywhere across the board, because
Okay.
there's other ones I'd like The Whale to win, but I mean
Well, The Whale's not nominated, so
Well, I
it won't
know-
win.
that's what I'm saying. So it's
Yeah.
like,
The
but everything
Batman.
in, but everything in there, like there's nothing like strong enough that I'm like, it's gonna beat that. Yeah. So, yeah, Everything Everywhere.
All right. That's our list.
There we go.
This was fun. I do enjoy most of these movies except fucking Triangle and
I like Triangle. Tar was like,
Yeah,
last
Tar
45
was-
minutes felt like a Dick Wolf movie or show.
So hopefully, guys, you got an idea of some movies that you should watch. International feature and documentary were very strong. So we will be back here on Sunday with our watch along.
Sunday.
Which will be a little, more loose, but we'll probably react. Last year was pretty awesome because we got to see the slap live. So I don't know if we'll have something that level, but there seems to be some controversy every year.
Want to get us canceled? You want me to say something really, really bad? Okay.
in about 5 minutes, yes.
Okay. But it would make for an amazing Oscar show.
Yes, so you can come hang out with us live. I know for a lot of people don't watch them anymore, sadly. But you want to be like you're watching it with friends,
Zombie
fucked up
says,
friends.
I like Michelle to say something about Jada. Oh my god, if Will fucking just swings in.
He comes down like Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 12.
I'm just a slappy boy. Fucking cuck. Not there's anything wrong with that.
And guys, patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures. It all starts at just $1. We appreciate it very much. We appreciate your support because it really helps. And what else we got? Be sure to listen to this past Tuesday's show where we have reviews for what did we review? Hunter Kill Her, Children of the Corn, bunch of stuff. We will also have another special night Tuesday this coming week where we'll be doing Scream 6, 65, Kill Her Goats, I believe we're doing, and some other stuff to be determined. So on that note, that's all I have. Slap that thumbs up and notification bell if you haven't already. And we will see you Sunday night.
Mr. Todd?
Good evening.
I'll see you in Disneyland.
So, Plugs, tell me the joke.